What's up, everybody? It's Sean. Welcome back to Almost Never. This week, we are talking Boeing and all their BS. We are talking about the TikTok ban. Are you on TikTok? I'm not, but we shouldn't be banned. We talking X-Men 97. So if you're a geriatric millennial like you might know about X-Men 97. It's looking pretty fire. We also talking Kendrick. Bringing bars, shooting shots, taking aim, red dot, do. Do you listen? I listened to it. That verse was wild. I might be Team Kendrick. I don't know. Also this week, it's sponsored by Neuralink. We all got one. Watch the episode. See how it lasts. It's already giving eyesight back to blind monkeys. Were they blind before it? I don't know. But at least it brought their eyesight back. We're also talking Dr. Dre finally getting his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He might be number 2,775, but still, big ups to Dre. We're also talking about the tragedy that happened on Moscow. Our hearts go out to everyone infected. So yeah, I hope you guys love the episode. Make sure that you like and subscribe and share, comment. Also, please hit us up on our social medias. You find us on Instagram, find us on TikTok while you still can, while we're still there. Reach out, touch someone, listen consensually. Also, you can find us in all your favorite DSPs. I really can only think of two that would be your favorite, but if another one's your favorite, you find us there. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Mwah. Say la vie.
We should do a remakes in
country
or like barbershop.
I like country.
Barbershop trio.
The barbershop trio, we'd have to try though, because harmonies. Got problems, but my dog ain't one.
If you're having girl problems,
Bird dog and stuff. Did I turn my things down too low? Because I can't even hear myself. Not like it matters.
Turn your shits up. turn your shits up.
Hey.
Turn me up
Hey,
in the headphones.
turn me up.
y'all.
Turn me up.
Hey,
Turn me up.
Turn it up.
Welcome to the Almost Never podcast. This is episode 45.
Oh, dang.
Damn, you got the
Almost
number.
at the half
It is.
century mark.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't ever do that before.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, it's 45.
I like numbers and stuff, you know?
Yeah, count them while we still can, because at one point you forget.
Well, happy Free Museum Day to all my Los Angelinos out there. Ramadan Mubarak.
We did it.
To all my Muslim brothers and sisters.
Assalamu alaikum.
Do you feel more creative and cultured now after a day of art at the art store?
I felt a little inspired.
Yeah.
I'm inspired. We saw some Picassos.
Yeah, we went to LACMA. It's Free Museum Day on March the 23rd. It was popping, huh?
Is that every
It
year?
was popping.
I believe so. Maybe not on the same day, but yeah, they got one every year.
Yeah, it was quite popping.
It was cool hanging out with you guys because it gave me pangs of nostalgia from when we was in Galeria L'Orange in Paris,
yeah.
looking at the Hinde Wiley and all that stuff we saw. So that was pretty cool. I'm more than inspired. I'm a little sleepy and tired because it was a long day. I had a nice meal at Hi Ho Burger afterwards. Shout out.
That was a really tasty burger.
Yeah, I could have eaten too.
And milkshake.
Milkshake was on fire.
Brought us to their yard indeed.
I bet you their fries are good, but
They're so good they ran out.
Like at 3.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it was a decent Caesar salad, but it was no replacement for fried potatoes.
Papas.
Potatoes.
I forgot that there's
Put 'em in a
Picassos
stew.
out here.
There's
You
a
saw
lot.
'em.
There's
know.
everything.
That's
You got
cool.
you got a little bit of everything. You got some Matisse. You got some Manet. I'm sure there's a.
Did you have a favorite piece?
I liked all the stuff that we were looking at. Like Jimmy was talking about those 11 pictures that looked crazy.
Yeah.
The black and white. I don't know what.
Are you talking about the abstract geometric ones at the end of the contemporary one?
No. These were like
in the warp.
Oh, those were I was very much way more impressed by all the imagery than I thought I would be. I was like, because I don't wouldn't call it like a enthusiast or anything, but I used to watch way too much History Channel as a young boy. As a high schooler, I knew way too much about World War II than anyone should have. But yeah, like a lot of the images and the propaganda posters, those were tight.
I like the minimalist room too. Let me know what I gotta aspire to be so I could buy that kind of stuff.
You mean like the board?
Not the board, but maybe like the white canvas with the 2 black lines.
Oh,
on
2
it.
black. Yeah.
I could paint you some stuff like that, you know.
The
I'll charge you 50%
pong?
of like probably the 20 to 50,000.
I'm sure I could paint some shit like that. I would just be using like a ruler and type shit.
Yeah, in that room specifically, there was like a couple like, okay.
I mean, the board and the
plank.
That was just ridiculous.
The plank and the fence. Those were like, for people that are wondering, it was a red plank of like wood, a wood plank, and then a piece of a fence of a white fence. Those were the art installations.
But did you take a picture that you can pop up there?
We did. I mean,
we can find it.
I'll put a picture of a Home Depot fence up. That's basically what it was.
Yeah, I swear that red plank's from IKEA. Like,
it looked like something.
I thought that was like, it looked like a metallic enamel or something. No, I didn't go up close to it.
Yeah, you did touch it.
It touches all the stuff.
And the girl was like, oh my God, he touched it.
Yeah, the girl was talking shit on the piece. She's like, oh my God, this is like ridiculous. What does this even mean? This isn't even art. And then I touched it and she was like, scoffed. She's like, you touched the art. I was like, you just
said it's not art.
You just said it's just
you
whatever.
Hypocrite.
I just wanted to touch it and see if it was really art or not.
Yeah,
I was just trying to
if it makes people gasp, it must be art.
It's art. Yeah, she's like, oh my God, he touched it. I'm like, it's art. I want to feel it.
Yeah.
Did you have any favorite pieces?
I like the mosaic room, the Syrian mosaic room. We didn't go in there, but I think just having the whole thing there was really cool. But the pieces that Trey was talking about, they were like, I don't know, it was like charcoal. What drugs?
Oh, the ink wash ones that were super brutal. I believe it was like a German artist.
It was just black and white.
And it was
like ink wash.
of World War I. It was like from 1914, 1915. And it was like brutal scenes basically from war, but like
super expressive, like brush strokes and stuff like that. It was not too pretty straightforward, but not like abstract at all. It was like, I mean, like some of the forms were kind of like amorphous and stuff. Like
I think to like show like despair or fear, it's something that, you know, like their faces would be a bit but
contorted.
Yeah. I thought it was funny that they had smell boxes. The smell boxes I thought were quite.
Yeah, I thought it was a little.
I didn't understand it. Yeah, I wasn't. But Trey just wanted to make. He let everybody know that inside the box was just a car freshener, because he made sure to open it up and he wanted to verify what he was
That one never said don't.
Didn't say don't open. Yeah, at all.
Well, you're supposed to.
Yeah, that's why
he opened it. He's like, "So where's the smell come from?" Lifts it up.
Yeah, it was a car freshener.
Yeah, it smelled good though.
It did. Rose water and orange.
I never seen rose water car air freshener. They need to like get more classy with them instead of like cherry and like
California
pine
cherry or Coronado cherry. Or whatever.
Oh, that's the worst thing. It hurts my nose whenever I smell those things.
Yeah.
Or the new cars.
Or leather.
Or black ice.
Yeah. Which is like, what the fuck? I'm going to die?
It smells like, imminent death.
Great.
Which is very pungent, that imminent death.
Jeez. What was your favorite?
Because I think I went there within a year.
Oh, so you saw some of that stuff?
Yeah, like there's some stuff that's like on permanent display because it's like the heavy hitters, like they got the Magrittes, and like I actually like in that end of it's like I believe that's like the Broad Wing where it has like all the contemporary abstract stuff where it's like I actually like a lot of the kind of just it looks like paint just splattered on the thing, like Helen Frankenthaler, and like I'm not really a big like Rothko fan, but it does have some sort of like a magnetism when you see it in person, because like you usually see that shit on like on your phone and it doesn't really convey the size. But
true.
I think there's an Ed Ruscha exhibit coming up soon. He does a lot of cool stuff with like type, and he's like a photographer, but it wasn't there yet. Like, but yeah, I mean it's cool. It's like a little they only had those 2 wings open, right?
Yeah,
because they're doing those renovations on LACMA. They demolished like more than half of the museum just to build these things. Like they look kind of cool, but I think they're like $50 million over budget or something.
Really?
There's a big scandal about them. Yeah.
No way.
Like the it's Peter Resnick or something like that. Like they showed him the plans of like how it's like after all the board approval and everything. He's like, this is not what I designed. This isn't like not anything I designed. So he's like wants to distance himself from that. And yeah, but it's like that's public money. A lot of public money that's being used for those things.
Damn. Is that like the wing that it was like when I pointed up toward the glass?
Yeah, the big thing that's because that's supposed to like have like a bridge that goes over Wilshire.
Oh wow.
I don't know if that's in the final plans, but it's supposed to. It's supposed to like go over the tar pits, which is like
oh shit.
Yeah.
All the artists that you mentioned are those people that you've always been into, or like do you stay up on your artists?
I mean, like art school, I like got immersed in like a lot of the stuff. I went to school for illustration, so that those artists weren't really into it. But when I was applying for schools, like I think I applied for maybe 14 or 15 schools. I think almost all of them I applied for the fine arts program. And then I forgot when I got accepted to Otis, they were like, oh, you got accepted to communication arts, which was illustration, graphic design. I was like, my first thing was like, oh, cool. Then I was like, what the fuck is communication arts? And I'm super thankful that I did not get into a fine arts program because although like a lot of those people make really cool art, like they don't know shit about it. They have no real world skills. They don't even teach them how to use like any like Adobe things to make their program like to
because it's all practical shit for fine art,
it's all
right?
like
It's
hands-on,
yeah.
It's all photography, but they don't even know how to like what's it called, like apply for jobs, because it's like you're an artist, like you don't apply for jobs, you're a studio artist and that's what you are. And I think a lot of those people, like probably 99% don't end up in like as an artist. Yeah, and like they're just kind of useless. I remember having to do group projects with like I was paired up with 2 fine art students and they didn't do shit. And I was so pissed. I did the whole project myself and I was like I went up there and we gave the presentation. Like I talked the whole time, like 10-15 minutes, and they just stood there. It's like,
wow.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, I'm a designer now, I guess. But I got back into painting again. Feels real nice to have a creative practice, putting paint to mirror, I guess. Paint to mirror.
Yeah, it looked like it turned out really. Is it hanging? Did I walk past it?
Oh no, it's over at it's at Marlene's.
Got you.
How many hours?
Probably like 20, 25. I'm probably like, because I want to start doing more. Maybe even like, because I was talking to Casey. Shout out to you. Like he sent me a really great message, and he was like, yeah, like pretty much like, I believe in you. You're so talented. And I was like very, very humbled. And he's suggesting, he's like, yeah, you can. It's easy to get into a bit of a rut or like unmotivated. Because I don't think I've done stuff here and there, but I haven't really had a practice since like school, like 5 years ago. And yeah, he's like, you should like enter, like apply for exhibitions and stuff to like with deadlines to kind of like drive you forward to like push yourself creatively. And I was like, that's a great idea. I think I'm gonna do a little some like that.
That's dope. That's crazy that you say it now, because I know Casey does that. But now that you've said that, like, because he's always on something. Right now he's painting for Coachella, and he's always like has something where he's like, I got a deadline. Damn, I need to put myself on more deadlines, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Marlene's been like really good with like motivating me, give me some time, and like she edited that video that I posted.
It was good. I was like, damn, this fool coming out with a solid fucking reel.
I had nothing. I just was painting. She like filmed all of it. So, because like I did the very first times when I was painting it, and I was like, it was so annoying to like paint some stuff and then
film it,
stop, change the angle, paint again, and like I was like, I did like 5 shots, and then she came over. I was painting and doing the finishing touches, and she did the rest. And I told her, I was like, that's like kind of one of my. It's not so much promoting. I'll promote, but I'm like, I have to make a process video and
people
like
don't understand. Like content creation and artistry are kind of like counterintuitive.
You need one if you want to be successful. Like artist,
if you're an artist and you really do create art, it's not a normal go-to to be like, I know how to market this the best way, which is what content basically is. It's just marketing.
Yeah, because the only thing I knew that those, like, besides the craft itself, like a lot of these fine art kids, they were just like, they learned how to like talk about their art, which is kind of like, it's flowery bullshit in a lot of ways. Like, it does have some meaning to it, but you're taught how to really like explain every nuance and all your choices, or why you didn't choose something. And it's helpful to a certain extent, but then it's like, okay, so it's because a lot of people go there right after high school. Like, it's like a privilege, whether you have scholarships or whatever, to go to like art school and focus on that. And but then, you know, you're 21, 22, 23. Like, if you're come from a good family and stuff, you pay full tuition, and it's like $200,000 to go to Otis.
That's crazy.
I did not pay anywhere like
that's crazy.
anything close to that.
That's like a just regular bachelor's, I guess.
Yeah, and then it's an extra
Christ.
two years to get a master's.
I think that's what MI is.
200,000.
Yeah, it's like $68,000 a semester.
And it's a 2-year program, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And it's real intense. Like, I know, like, shout out to A, like, he went there, and he's like, I bet it's the same thing, because many people in, I think in graphic design, a lot of those people do become graphic designers more than the average of other departments, but still way below. I think probably out of the whole class, probably like maybe 10% are probably in the industries that they were working towards. Like, I was an illustrator, and I'm a graphic designer now.
Everyone I know that is like an engineer, producer. I'll just say engineer, producers. I know a bunch of those people. I would say maybe 5% went to.
Yeah, a lot of it's self-taught. Like, if you're a musician, it's like you learn that stuff because you have to record or whatever,
all the
right?
Old mixing engineers and mastering engineers, that's all like self-taught again, because there weren't schools 20 years ago
To
that
pump
was,
people out.
you know, for audio engineering
that
on
money.
that. In that
That's
sense,
shmoney.
maybe it was for like television and network, but that's still like union stuff. So you're still grinding your way up. It's not necessarily like go to school and then come out and get a job. It's kind of tough. Creative field stuff.
Yeah, because it's not like a regular, you know, if you go to school and you're like good with numbers and you study business, like you can go into business somewhat easily, or accounting or whatever.
Well, like if you go to school for accounting, you can go a lot of places and be an accountant.
That's not to like, you know, throw any shade at that, because like
No,
society needs that, but I feel like it's a lot easier to get a job, whereas it's a little more nebulous.
Coming out with
like,
a music degree or a graphic degree or any kind of art degree doesn't necessarily
guarantee you shit. It guarantees you a lot
nothing.
Guarantees you a lot of student debt. That's what.
That's it. It doesn't mean people, because in that field it's like people have to like you as an artist or your art.
Yeah.
And the other side, they don't got to like you at all. You just have to be able to perform a service. And that piece of paper that you went to school for 4 years says that you can perform this service.
Totally. Well, and also I think like I could be wrong on this, but I feel like when you're going for art, like some type of something creative, what you know, and in terms of how to use your software things, is not where you're going to start. No one's going to start you at the level of like what you can actually like perform at. And that's the big thing. You're like, okay, cool. I came out. I owe all this money. I need to be making $96,000 at least a year. And they're like, cool. We're going to start you off as an intern.
You're gonna be a runner. You're gonna go.
You know,
to
if
McDonald's.
anything, you'll make like $20,000 a year if you're lucky. or something.
Yeah,
that.
you know, like I know the girl who is the assistant to my marketing. I watch her work all the time. She's like making hourly, only in the place that's all salary. Like, I'm like, I've been there for 2 years and like nothing. And she's just like, I know so much more, but I'm like,
yeah, but like, you shouldn't let yourself be an intern for 2 years, too.
no, she's not an intern.
Oh, she's just out.
No,
Okay.
no, she's not an intern. Yeah, no,
Yeah, 2 years is a long time being an intern.
Because
Yeah,
like you
no.
should realistically probably be like 6 to 9 months. You shouldn't be there for a year.
I feel like
being an intern.
interns should like. I always picture it that like you're in school, so it's like a semester or something with intern.
Only difference I would say is like if you're interning for like say in music, like I was Dr. Dre's intern.
Oh, that's
that would be I would because that's like kind of ushering you into filling a role once you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which most internships kind of are, but I think that's one I would wait out maybe a year to two.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, especially dude, he got his star in the Walk of Fame now.
Well, there's like those people that are like, okay, I can grind it for that additional year, maybe.
Well, I think because then then it's not about the payment of like actual like finances.
It's the other stuff that makes it worth it.
Yeah, the connections. Because like things like that,
That's
it's
all it
going
is.
to be worth way more than
Way
$1.
more.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is in terms of the creative economy. It's like networking is really what gets you everywhere. Because like a lot of those kids, like you could graduate and say you do this stuff because you fulfill all these requirements, but like as an artist, it doesn't mean you're just technically good or skilled. I saw a lot of people graduate with like shitty graphic design sense or bad illustrators, but then at the same time, these are like kids. You're 21, 22, and like a lot of people would just be ditching class because they didn't want to go. It's like, you're missing class, and that's like thousands of dollars and stuff that you don't give a shit about. But you're young. It's like you don't know what you want to do
at all. You don't even and like.
But all fields are big though, so you can go to an art school and maybe get something like a degree, and then it won't be what you thought you'd be working with, but it'd still be kind of in the industry
if you follow it,
back end type shit.
I think there's a sense of humility you probably have to have in there because like I think with any degree you can probably find a job with your degree, but it doesn't mean it's going to be anything that you want. Yeah.
I actually don't think I have a degree because like I think I'm 5 credits down, but I just say I graduated there and nobody ever checks,
That's the truth though. No one does check. No one's calling.
What are they going to do? Yeah, call a school. I got better things to do. Call a school.
Yeah.
What it's like,
and then what?
And realistically, what does a degree really tell a job?
Except for specific things.
Of course, like if you're a doctor,
lawyer. What about CPA? Is that?
You better know how to move some money.
Yeah, right. That's why I feel like there are certain things also where you get a degree. Like if you got it, what did Ryan get his? Accounting. You're coming out as like you're going to be working.
But
with numbers.
In my head, HR.
Yeah, that's actually one that's solid though. You're going to come out as an HR person.
That's what my sister does, but it's like in the same sense.
You could do a lot with that though.
You could do so much. Like she works for a hospital, and she didn't ever think she would be in medical.
Yeah, totally. So you can go a lot of different places with that.
Where did Ryan graduate from? Cal Poly? Mm-hmm. Yeah, shout out. NUPO alumni as well.
Yep.
Really?
I believe so.
Also Miss Corey.
Yep.
Oh, shout out.
Yeah.
Also,
Andreas. The Mustangs, right?
Well, they're horses. It's an equestrian school, so yeah, I would.
Yeah, I heard they got a badass farm too. Like
they do.
Get, like
they have a huge
sales.
pumpkin patch during.
Really?
It's basically like they do agriculture and horror. Whatever you ever.
Horror culture.
Yeah. It is scary over there.
But yeah, they do that big and equestrian. So
yeah, it's like huge plots of land for the agriculture.
I didn't know it was an equestrian thing.
I didn't know that part.
Huge.
Channel Islands is huge Channel Islands is huge with horticulture too.
Isn't it's a small school itself though? It's like I think it's the newest.
Cal Poly?
It's the newest UC.
No, it's a UC. Oh no, it's a Cal State.
Okay.
Cal State Channel Islands, I think.
Oh yeah, Pomona is like and then the dude who I think built all the land, the Kellogg family. They have the Kellogg house at the top of the school.
Oh.
So, like, when you're going, if you're on the 10, and right when you're going at the top of the hill, on the left-hand side, south side of the 10, it's a house, and it's called the Kellogg house, which is it oversees all the Cal Poly grounds, and it was the owner's house.
Is that near the mining company?
It's just past it, yeah.
There was
Sugar-free.
It was that old
Nate Dogg, Diamond Bar.
What do they call them? Ghost Town? There was like a ghost town thing. Like
over really?
Calico?
Yeah, it's like the where there used to be like the haunted little cemetery out in Pomona under the freeway. It was under like the 71.
I never heard of that.
Yeah.
It was this area that was like a booming town for the train going through to LA. Yeah, and then cars and everything came in and like the whole thing shut down. But I guess like there's like little pieces of it, and then the haunted cemetery under the.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it could be horror culture.
Horror culture.
The culture of horrors.
What is horror culture again? Is that
horticulture?
Yeah, that's
plants?
vegetables
That's
and shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's like. I guess agriculture is like the blanket.
Edible.
I thought that's
edible.
Oh. I guess horticulture could be any number of
any
plant.
It is the art and science of growing plants.
Oh, yeah. Horting plants.
And I believe
to hort.
And I believe agriculture is edible.
I believe they said that in Othello.
That's
agriculture.
Isn't it?
Agriculture is the art of growing plants with one. That's all it says.
With want?
With one what?
With one?
With one.
Does that include like livestock?
Oh.
and stuff? Agriculture?
Horticulture is growing plants without a plow. Agriculture is growing plants with a plow.
Oh, so pots versus fields.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. There we go.
It's just the plow.
So growing weeds, horticulture.
It depends how you grow it.
Internal. Inside.
Well, there's fields.
But I doubt
There's
they use
field-
plows.
Bro,
Not-
if you go to like high desert, yeah, there's acres, farms, outdoor.
No, I'm talking about inside.
Oh, inside, yeah.
Yeah, inside
Pots.
would all be pots.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
But they
inside
still don't use
horticulture.
plows, though.
They don't
Maybe
use
they
plows.
do.
No.
I don't know.
Probably don't use plows.
That's like a little too aggressive.
Yeah, no, up in the high desert, there's like mad cartel places, acres.
I could,
Allegedly.
No, you can Google Map and see 'em.
Allegedly.
did you
Oh, yeah.
knock on the door?
It's like, no, you can Google Map and look at them.
You
About to pull a Kendrick on him.
you're watching The Gentleman, right?
I did start watching.
Did you watch the movie?
No.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
yes.
I feel like up in the high desert, they could have giant things underground easily. Ain't no one gonna.
They have, dude. I'm telling you, if you go on Google Map, it's just you could see just farms of just weed
All right, man.
acreage.
All right, man.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
it's crazy.
check it out. Do you know?
Yeah, look in it's right, dude.
Do you have, by chance, the latitude and
Phelan.
longitude?
Just look
Oh,
up
it's in Phelan.
Yeah, because on where my boss's family
feeling
all
it.
live, they have a lot of their neighbors. They're cartel, and it's crazy.
Allegedly.
They've been having problems.
You think people get like really screwed over by Google Maps? Like they've
Fact.
been growing forever in this.
Fact.
Yeah, and then all of a
Fact.
sudden Google Maps puts them on blast.
Mm-hmm. Because my boss was showing me, and I was like, it just looks like a farm, but in the desert. You know what I mean? It's like-
Why is that green patch
yeah,
in
he's
the middle
like,
of nothing?
it's
Well,
crazy.
I saw this thing on last week, tonight or whatever, with John Oliver. It was about HOAs, and this guy got in trouble because he had a house. He bought a house, and there was a shed in the back,
Okay.
and the HOA wrote him a letter saying like, "Oh, you better take this out because it's like it's against the thing."
yeah.
It's like you can't even see this from the street. How could you tell? And there's Google Maps because they looked at the property through Google
Jeez.
Maps and they saw the shed.
Do you
Son of a
watch
gun.
John? Do you watch John Oliver regularly?
that?
I've just been diving into it on YouTube, like all this.
I heard that his thing on the Boeing thing was really good.
It was really good. Yeah, Boeing's like,
Who's Sean Oliver? You got to like
John Oliver.
Who's Johnny Oliver?
He was first on a Daily Show with
Stewart?
yeah, when he was still on there. He's a British dude.
do you remember? Did you ever watch
Oh, I've
Community?
seen him. Yeah, I've
He was
watched
on
some of his
Community.
stuff.
Yeah, it was really good. Boeing is like, oh man, that's so crazy because, I think I watched a little documentary about it before, and I was learning that Boeing back in the 80s, they were very much concerned with safety. I think the CEO or something at the
No, it was
time.
the guy who started it was the actual engineer. That's why they were so
Well, like they
adamant
kept
about
that like ethos up until like the 80s. I think the CEO at the time was like,
cutting costs.
the only thing that I get angry about is not being or withholding information. If you're withholding information, I will rip off your head and shit down your neck. But then they acquired McDonnell Douglas, and McDonnell Douglas had a lot of quality problems, and it just all went downhill because the CEO that took over after that was just all about cost cutting, saving, and they also
That's
moved
exactly what happened.
They moved the headquarters from, I believe, in Washington across the country, and with like a lot of they started to outsource a lot of the parts. So that was where the quality, like it just started to dip. And I believe there was a recent audit by the FAA on Boeing, and out of like 77 categories, they failed like 30 of them.
That's crazy.
They said they were using like a hotel key to like check the clearance on like some seals, and they were using
saying that.
Dawn dish soap and shit to see if like
Wait, what?
Yeah. I mean, they were saying that the pilots were being trained off of iPads for new
yeah
updates.
for the 737 Max.
Mhm.
Because I think Airbus, their main competitor, they came out with like a fuel efficient jet, and they were like, oh shit, we're gonna come up with a fuel, like they announced it and they hadn't even like started engineering it yet, so they just retrofitted existing.
They basically like
designs.
modded old planes and kind of gave a crash course to the pilots through an iPad.
Yeah, Because then if you have to train,
No hands-on training.
yeah, they have, because then they have to spend more time in the simulator, and that's like lost money for Boeing. So they would just, I think it was a 2-hour
Wow.
lesson on an iPad.
It was one of those crashes. They had made a documentary about that. And the pilots were trying to do everything that they could, but whatever the thing was that they modified, it just kept pitching the nose up and down, up
because
and down.
it was one sensor on the nose. Like if it gets obscured, they're like any number of things can cause the sensor to read or fail. And it was to keep the plane from stalling because they just
keep
strapped
the plane from pitching down. Basically,
no, it was to pitch. It was like because it would stall. So a stall is you go like that and then you start falling. But
so
then
keep it from pitching up.
Yeah, so because they just strapped bigger engines onto the plane, and it had a problem with if
lifting.
you're too and so the sensor when it would go off, it would automatically force the nose down.
So the pilot was like fighting it for like 30 minutes, and like you could see the track flighting of the plane just up altitude, down 5,000, up 6,000, down 4,000.
Oh my God.
Up 8,000, down 10,000 until they just crashed.
That was the one.
It was a few years ago.
There was the South Africa one, or something, and then there was also.
Yep.
Was it Air Ethiopia? Was that the one?
I think so.
Yeah, that was the one.
It was like an Asian country that also the other one.
Malaysia Air.
Malaysia Air, yeah.
Malaysia's got bad. I think they got a couple crashes.
They have bad because they have the missing plane that went.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
they never found that.
Never found it. Although, to be fair, the Pacific Ocean.
It's big.
I heard it's pretty big.
We just discovered like 1,000 new species
of what? Fish,
sea life.
Oh, really?
Anemones.
We just discovered that you don't need sun to actually sustain life on Earth, which we thought you did.
Oh, because things are living in places where
complete darkness.
I believe it's what do they call it? Neuroplasm is that's where they're getting their energy from.
I thought it was like because there's geothermal vents
that's
at
what
the
it
bottom
is.
and
So
they get
from that they're getting the energy from that.
Energy.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but
whoa,
I thought we all need.
So they found I think they discovered like 8 or 9 new octopuses.
Octopi?
One of them was the Dorado octopus, and they're just like, dude, we don't even understand like how this stuff. There's no light.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, pressure stays the same because they're so deep. Climate stays the same all year round. Like, there's no fluctuation.
The deeper you go, the freakier these animals look.
That's what's crazy to me is that they live down there in a pressure that doesn't crush them, but it would completely crush us.
Submarine.
But that means that they also can't go up
submersible
because then they'd be ripped apart, right?
I heard there's this fish. It's literally called the blobfish because when it goes to the surface, like it starts to break down. But when it's at that depth, it just looks like a regular ass fish.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, we discovered a bunch of new stuff in the sea. It's weird.
Wow.
I heard that they I saw on TikTok like that they pretty sure they found the location of where Amelia Earhart crashed.
Bermuda?
It was somewhere it was like hundreds of miles off the coast. It was like off of Hawaii or something. It was in the Pacific Ocean.
Oh,
but
dang.
it was crazy because people kind of were taking like her transmissions of the messages and then people reporting it, and they were like triangulating the signals, and they were like, it's got to be on this one island because they were like, the plane that crashed on the radio ran on the battery, and she was only making transmissions when it was low tide because then they could start the propeller to get the battery going.
Dang.
Yeah. I've been learning a lot of stuff on TikTok lately.
I was about to ask, bro, you seem really dialed in right now. It's all TikTok?
Some. A little some this, a little some that. Had drinking coffee right now, too.
No, that'll do it.
Fucking
Yeah, no.
Joe
Rogan taught me about the new species.
I'm looking at the species right now.
Crazy, though, no? Some of them are.
I mean, kind of all of them are because they all don't require the same things that we do. So most of them are see-through, or something like that.
Do any of them require love?
We definitely don't know that. But no, that was the big
hard to say.
scientific breakthrough. It's like, dude, life can't sustain on Earth without sun.
That's wild.
I feel like everything needs water, though, right? And in some form or another.
Probably not.
That's right. Probably not.
Remember Never-Ending Story, the big giant rock people? I feel like they don't need water. They're just rocks.
Korg.
Yeah,
no, it's strange. Like, it's definitely strange.
Would you eat something from 5,000?
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
Eat lobsters.
Okay, so I saw Went to the Americana last night. Saw this movie Late Night with the Devil. David Dasmalchian was really. It was dope. It was really good, and it was only an hour and a half. It was really good.
Love that.
And there's this segment in it. It's not only loosely has to do with that. How much would you have to get paid to eat like, say like maybe 3 tablespoons of like maggots?
It's fucked up because I want to lowball myself.
I was saying something like 5,000-10,000.
5,000.
Like alive, maybe like mayo or something, but like no seasoning, not cooked, just raw, like alive and stuff.
I feel like maggots are probably easier than like.
They're gross looking though.
Yeah,
like, or like a grub or something. Let me just say something that you don't want to eat. Like say like
cockroach.
$5,000.
I'd do cockroaches
For 5,000?
5 to 10. 5 to 10. That's 5 to 10.
No, bro.
5 after taxes. So 10.
10.
This is under the table of cockroach eating, all right?
I feel like
I gotta
the
bring
problem
that
with this
into
question is now that you've told everyone that you're worth, yo, throw me 5 G's and I'll kind of do. I'll do some
No,
things.
it's just
some things.
eating stuff, and it's like living.
I mean,
living
you do
things.
other things now. Now it's
Sexual things.
Ticket might go up.
touch your toes. How much would it? You're not going to die, so there's that. How much would it take you to spend one night? So
In a haunted house?
no, 24 hours in Twin Towers.
Like the rubble?
No, the fucking jail.
LA County?
Yeah, county.
I guess
Oh, like as like a 60-day in type of thing?
Yeah, yeah.
You said 24 hours. I could do 24 hours like nothing.
I could survive,
Yeah, but how much?
Oh,
$100? That's what
No,
it
not
sounds.
$100.
That's what it sounds like to you.
That's lower than my
$100
like hourly
probably.
rate.
Again, another 5, 10.
All right,
Yeah,
see, so
it's
I'm just naming things that are equal. That's
5,
equal
10.
to you eating fucking
I mean, because
maggots.
a day, Twin Towers, what I'm gonna get processed.
No, like
and-
that's like in.
No,
No,
you're
no,
in.
no, you're in.
Oh,
in.
No
yeah,
processing.
Not processing.
Is it yard day? Do you get time in the yard? That's like an hour.
only
right there.
one day though. 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah, because I could talk so much shit and get out before I got a fight.
No, I don't think you could.
I couldn't.
To be honest, they're gonna wait till lights out. Then
That's
it's
it.
lights
I'm saying.
out.
Then it's
Homie
lights
done.
out. They're gonna wait till the pods are closed and it's over.
You know what? The thing is, then they find out that you only got 24 hours.
Then I'd be trying to give everyone. I'll give you $100. Don't hit
Put 'em on
me.
the wall.
I'll give you $100. Don't hit me.
You're gonna have to pay like every inmate on the
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. I would have no money just to make it out without getting hurt.
'Cause
I'm
that's
gonna,
like-
I'm gonna need 10. How much did I say? 5,000. I'm gonna need 10,000.
I'm gonna need
I'm gonna need 10,000 real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
have
like,
to be
was that what,
bribing.
like solitary confinement for 24 hours?
Yeah, if it was PC, yeah.
No, if it was solitary, how much solitary for 10? No, 2 weeks.
2 weeks is crazy. Anything
Yeah.
can happen in 2 weeks.
I mean, because Mr. Beast did the 7 days
Solitary?
buried underground.
What's this? What's
Yeah, what's the scenario with that?
Yeah,
He was in a glass coffin, buried underground for.
but he had to be able to move and eat.
He was only able to sit up, and he had food, and he had bottles to pee in and defecate.
For 7 days.
7 days, like 10 feet down. 7 days.
He couldn't stand up.
You couldn't stand up. No, all you could do is do this, maybe this, and then sit up, right, and like sit Indian style.
Oh, that's like
And
a
he
bigger.
could-
than,
I think it
oh,
was
sit
For
sit-
7 days.
He
Yeah.
did it, yeah, and filmed it. It's you got to watch his channel. He just does stupid, crazy stuff. 7 days he was buried underground, and he did. I think he did a month in solitary confinement.
Yeah, but you know, like
No,
it's
no interaction with anybody.
It's
for a whole
different though
month.
because he knows he's coming out
It
to
is,
get
yeah.
up to millions of dollars that he owns and his nice houses and
Yo,
cars and
but
stuff.
Still,
7
he did it.
days?
Yeah, he does it.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, he did 30 days in solitary confinement in a white padded room. 30 days. I think it was 30 days.
Some people see that as a vacation, dog.
Dude, no, but it got to the point though where he thought he was way further along.
That's what I think.
Been here
Yeah.
for 4 hours.
You know what I mean?
God damn.
And like they were messing with him, so like he thought his food was coming scheduled times, and they just started giving him his food at random times. So he thought, oh, I'm getting lunch. It must be
no.
lunchtime. Oh, I'm getting breakfast. It must be maybe this time. And they were sitting the food to him on a conveyor, so he had no interaction with anybody. He had a door that the conveyor brought the food to, and he could put the tray back and it took it back.
And he has nothing. He's got no like writing pad.
There was no
He's got
TV,
no book or nothing.
no nothing. He was literally like playing with the food tray for entertain. Like it gets crazy, but he does like the David Blaine shit for entertainment now. That's like his channel.
He didn't eat for 30 days.
Yeah, he does crazy shit. Like
You can miss me with that.
I know.
It doesn't interest me.
it's kind of cool to watch it though, because all his videos are no longer than 15
Well,
minutes.
yeah, I know he has the slickest editing team out there.
Slickest. So it's like,
Do you think he's real?
oh, for sure.
What if he's
real.
AI?
No. I mean, like, you think he is who he is, like how he is.
Relatively.
Do you believe in hypnotism? Do you think that?
I don't think so.
Because I was like, I want to go to a place and let's get Trey hypnotized.
I'd be down because I don't believe in it.
I know exactly. That's why I would.
That's weird because I know you say you don't believe in it, but then like,
No, I believe in the power of suggestion and stuff, but I just don't believe. Okay, I believe hypnotism to be real to a certain degree. I believe you have to be a very susceptible person, have a susceptible mind.
what about like a hoodoo type of put you under a spell kind of hypnotize?
I don't believe in witchcraft.
Nothing?
No.
You can't like curse anybody? You don't really?
We should look up. Can you look up hypnotists in Los Angeles and see if you
Yeah.
get something?
For sure.
Yeah, voodoo.
Mr.
all that
Beast, we're
stuff.
coming for you, bro.
Yeah,
Our first one.
I don't believe in voodoo. Like, if I could curse somebody, I would have done that.
What
a long
about the
time
voodoo
ago.
that you do?
I
Yeah,
know.
but you won't even look up. You would. You would be more like the guys like I could do it, but I got something else to do.
I
gotta.
just don't think it's real. Like, I just don't think
I got
anyone
weed to
has
smoke,
that.
man.
Yeah, I just don't believe it. Power suggestion, yes. Like, but that's what Chris Angel was saying too. He says like medians and all that shit. He says it's all fake.
There's mentalists
Wait.
and stuff like that.
Chris Angel is saying that's fake. No way.
As well, it's magic. That's why he's like it's the art of magic. But he doesn't. He said he doesn't like them because they allude to the fact that it could be real what they're doing, and a magician, it's fake.
And a mind freak.
But
knows what
isn't
it's all about.
isn't the point of some magic though to like?
It's just to be so good that you don't know how they do it, but it's not real.
Do you call David Blaine magic?
Scam artist?
He's going
entertainer.
more to like a endurance kind of artist.
Is he like the David Goggins of magic?
Exactly, and that's kind of like the lane that Beast is trying to do. Like, just put myself through. What can I put my body through?
So you're just saying that Beast is the David Goggins of YouTube?
Mm-hmm. He is.
What about the Walter Goggins?
Walter Cronkite?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
no,
there's-
I don't medians. I don't
Yo,
believe
let's
that
go to Stephanie Risley, hypnotherapy and past life regression. What was your past life? Let's do it.
He's gonna be like, I was a warrior because I'm a warrior now. When I was a warrior back then,
shit. I was Genghis Khan in my past life, and before that, I was Genghis Khan.
Wow, that's terrible. You're,
I was Genghis Khan. Genghis
I
Khan.
was Genghis Khan.
So you're a
Genghis
huge
Khan.
graper, and
yeah,
Before that, I
you're
was
the-
Mansa Musa.
You're the terrible person.
Why not?
Also, you're probably your own offspring.
Right.
He's got what, like supposedly
like, what,
70%?
yeah,
or
like
something?
yeah, somebody's got him in Asia. Like 30% of the people are
Yeah, it's a
shares
lot.
bloodline or
It's a
something.
lot. Yeah.
Do you know that what is it? I think like a considerable percentage of the population has Neanderthal DNA.
Yeah, it's 3, right?
I think it's higher than that.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's 3 like different. There's either you could have Neanderthal, you could have, and I forget the other ones. Neanderthal is the oldest of the ones.
Oh, is it other like Homo sapien
Exactly.
type species?
Homo
Oh, shit.
erectus?
I don't know. I forget, but I just
Homo
know
habilis?
Neanderthal is like you have that prominent ridge.
Mm-hmm.
You
That Dan Bilzerian ridge. Strong.
My
You could do a line off that shit, bro.
my friend that's Vietnamese, she has Neanderthal DNA. I gotta look at the eyebrow again, see what it looked like.
This says the internet's telling me that 1 in 200 men are direct descendants of Genghis Khan.
And because it like was such a wide like
That's
empire
crazy,
and
bro.
stuff, and people dispersed, so it could be any one of us, I
Anyone,
suppose.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's legit, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got Asian DNA. Well, because I'm Asian, so I guess that makes sense, huh? And all my
You're
ethnicity-
the only one that's not.
Yeah, I'm
It's
like,
us.
God damn.
He's like, I ain't got it.
I mean, like all
I'm
of
not
my
part of the con.
DNAs of like conquered peoples.
I would assume all of us are.
Yeah. Well, unless you're like, is Pickering? Is that Irish?
my eyes. I'm like, no, it's
Welsh.
It's English, Welsh, Scottish. But like, there's a Pickering Castle in England.
Well, Welsh and Scottish have been ruled over by the English. So
yeah,
there was oppression.
I mean, it was the Saxons. I think if we break, I don't even know if it was the
Saxons, Goths,
Anglo-Saxons,
Gauls.
Yeah,
all them's.
And then like I feel like the Persians were kind of like, you know, stealing people and killing
a little bit of everybody.
Yeah, everyone was doing it
except us island folk. We just get run over. The Japanese, man, the Spanish, the Americans. It'd be your own people. That's why I don't trust us.
Damn.
I barely trust myself, man.
Damn.
A lot of therapy and come to that conclusion.
Be your own brother.
Yeah, I'm still looking up all the hypnotherapists we're gonna take you.
We're just gonna take.
We should do this, man.
I'm down because I'm gonna be like, I should mess with them. And
do you get to like sit in? One of us get to sit in with them.
Do you think it's suspicious that the top 10 hypnotherapists on Yelp are all like older, non-melanated women?
It's gonna be some Get Out shit. You're gonna be like,
it's like, if tarot card was real, then we'd all be going to tarot card readers. If this shit was real, we'd all be doing it. Like, it doesn't have a high enough success rate to be valid.
Well, therapies. Do you not believe in? Do you think that's not real? That's like
that has a higher success rate.
Yeah, but people like that's still a small percentage of the population goes to therapy.
I don't know.
True.
I mean, I don't believe I don't believe in like somebody being like telling you your whole fucking thing. But I do think if someone's a good they can read a person.
That's what I'm saying.
Then I think what you can get out of it is
you can get so much. But I think
that's the same. I think that's the same thing with tarot too. I feel like
tarot's intuition.
It's the same thing as when someone's doing magic, but they're doing the persuasion. Like they're leading you. Like, hey, choose a number 1 through 100.
Yeah, but I don't think people are trying to like give you good fortune through magic. They're just trying to steal your watch.
Well, I don't know if people are trying to give you good fortune by lying to you either. So,
well, I will say, because I don't know about the non-melanation, but like I feel like women have a stronger sense of intuition than men.
Do you think you believe that only because the story has always been that women have? I mean, I'm agreeing. I actually, before I said I agree with you, but do you also think like that's always the story? It's like,
well, I feel like because as men, we're maybe like taught to like not trust it or like not put much faith in it. It's like, we have to like think of solutions, be solution based, logic and everything, because I don't know where that came from, but it's like we have to think practically, watuheras like we don't trust.
Do you believe in mediums or hypnotherapists? Do you believe that they have abilities that are?
I think hypnotherapists. I think that's not like a special, maybe a talent, but I wouldn't say it's like an ability. It's like I think,
it's a real thing.
Yeah, and I think like you can learn it. I don't think everybody can learn it successfully, but I think it's something you learn. But mediums, I don't know so much. I'd like to. It'd be cool. I'm like just skeptical. I wouldn't say I believe it 100% or disbelieve it. I mean, Amanda's cousin.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Did you?
Because I went.
Oh, you went to the same guy?
Yeah. And
Isn't that house sick?
The house was outstanding.
Because that's
unreal.
Who was he was? I don't know if they were married, but it was who's the guy who did Glee? Ryan
Gleckenspiel?
Kelly.
I don't know. I was gonna say Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy. That his Amanda's cousin's partner was Ryan Murphy.
That's it. Yeah, dude,
because
the house
like
was
they bought
was he a hypnotist or something?
They both. He was a medium, but they bought 2 properties and joined them together, so they had 2 houses.
Yeah. So I'll say this, and then I'm curious what your experience was. The dude did say things that to me, I was like, I'm not sure how you would know that. I don't know how you'd be able to express that. But also at the same time, if he's a good reader, maybe he could read it from me. What
were the setup questions like?
There wasn't any. The things that were like wild, where he just was like.
But that's where the mastery of the magician comes in, because they have the act of misleading you to not seeing what they're actually doing. So were there questions before they started reading you?
No, he doesn't. There's not really a question.
There's
like he just kind of is talking.
That's
to you kind of thing. But for instance, like one of the things he said, he was talking about school, but nothing before then was mentioned of school. Like nothing. It wasn't even like part of the conversation.
I believe him to be good magicians like Kai Cenat brings one on, and he's able to say like you would be like, he's like, just think of anybody, and then think of something you guys or whatever you guys did together. Think of a moment and a person.
Yeah.
And he's able to kind of just look at that person and give the name and the action.
Couldn't that also then be being clairvoyant or medium? Because he's being able to see something that no one can see.
He's not really seeing anything. He's leading the person without them knowing that they're being led to giving him an answer.
It's like power of deduction. It's some Sherlock Holmes type stuff. It's I believe they're called mentalists.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
it's a mentalist. It's like I'm literally mentally gymnasticking you to the point that you have no idea. You think it's just a regular interaction, and you're telling me basically your social security number.
You think every single one of those people knows that they're doing that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think they're magicians. That would be like saying, do you think a magician knows that he's pulling a trick on people?
You like every single one of these hypnotherapists is a mentalist?
Yeah. 100%.
Well, hypnotherapy is different than
hypnotherapy
than
is
mediums.
Hypnotherapy is different. You could be a legit hypnotherapist. I believe people can be hypnotized, but I feel like it's not just like a one and done. Like I can't just go with somebody and they can hypnotize me.
Yeah,
I feel like we'd have to be sessioning for months.
Let's figure this out though. I want to send Trey to a hypnotherapy.
I mean, we got it.
Yeah, I feel like hypnotherapy. Yeah,
those look like some 4 or 5 star ratings though going on.
I'm gonna do this Donnie Marie right here.
How many reviews are on those things?
Donnie and Osmond Marie.
67 on that one.
What's the highest number of reviews? Because those look
170 on that one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, this one's a 5-star. Journey to heal. You need some healing, bro.
Yeah, I can heal. Give me a Band-Aid.
I'm gonna get you. They're gonna throw some Reiki on you.
I want the past life regression for this guy.
Oh, that was the Donnie Marie.
Oh, let's go, Donnie.
Yeah,
you got to be able to film it. So yeah.
Well, they're gonna charge us more.
That's fine.
Oh no, we can actually just hype him up. Donnie Marie, come on. What's up?
Donnie and Marie Osmond.
You believe him to be real?
I got no reason not to.
I mean, Yelp can be brutal. So,
and the reason for believing them?
Because I've had things that basically come to me in the sense where I'm not mentalist. Like I'm not thinking. That's why I asked you, do you think people are aware of it? Because I've had things that come to me that I'm like, damn, this is it. And then it is it. And I'm not trying to do mental gymnastics. It's just the fact that like I see something.
Well, have you ever heard of a thing called remote viewing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
that
believe
one
in that?
It's kind of real.
Wait. You believe in remote viewing?
That's like a jump from not believing a medium
how
to like remote
how
viewing.
does this one remote viewing this but not the medium?
Well, then,
it's like almost. It's like feels like it's like in the same plane.
You know the story about the dude
Processing.
who remote viewed into Mars in the past, supposedly.
I just heard a story about that
guy, the moon
he went
guy,
to Jupiter,
all the
dark side of the moon.
And he saw the
There's a bunch
alien,
of people.
humanoid.
The only reason I have some kind of
because you want to believe it's aliens.
No, it's just because we had a CIA program that was dedicated to remote viewing.
Well, they were trying to prove it was right during the Cold War, right?
They were hoping.
I mean, there's CIA programs like about psychics.
Yeah,
that's remote viewing. Basically, like the best psychic was a remote viewer.
And the
best remote viewer a psychic?
Well, see, that's the thing. He came out and said basically he was scamming the CIA. So, however, he was like a physicist or something, and he was able to.
If you're seeing stuff, are you really scamming them?
He wasn't seeing stuff. That's the thing.
So he's just making it up. But the CIA was paying him? What the fuck?
They thought he was the dude. So, like, yeah, he was the guy they were modeling it all off of and everything.
Let's also remember, though, the CIA made the Unabomber through fucking...
Yeah, no, so
MK Ultra?
Yeah, MK Ultra.
I believe it's possible, but I believe that it's something we could all do if we can do it, but you'd have to be so good at it. And I feel like I said, you would have to have a lot of sessions with the person.
So you could remote view, you think?
I think
with
we
enough
all
time?
can remote view.
Where would you remote view to?
I know where you'd remote view to.
A lot of places.
Go a lot of places.
They're all on Earth.
Yeah, they're all here. Yeah, they're all here above ocean.
You wouldn't go below ocean?
Nah, I don't need to see darkness.
It's too dark. Yeah, you couldn't see anything anyway, right?
I don't need to see darkness.
Darkness.
Charlie Murphy's just down there.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yeah, dude, we got hypnotherapy and past life regression.
Yeah, we're running it up.
go.
Would either of you guys do it? Or are you afraid?
I'm not afraid. See, dude, Donnie Marie got you,
That's
bro.
terrible.
Look how sketched
with how bad that graphic design is, they gotta be good, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about the people that can talk to the ghosts and stuff?
I'd like to
Okay.
believe in that, but I don't
You
know,
got
like,
me.
because I didn't get anything.
Because
from
you know
that.
I don't. You know I don't believe in that.
It's the same vein,
It
though,
is
right?
though. Yeah. So
Yeah, it is the
We just
same
pick and
thing.
It is
choose
the
what we
same
want to
vein.
believe.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
you know,
but the
Gotta see both sides.
the ghost thing bothers me in the sense where they're like,
it's because you a Casper.
but like, I mean, the whole thing of like, wait, why do they get to stay and like no one else did? Like, what? Tell me about that. That nowhere is that written in any book, but somehow it works
Only
here.
ghosts are like troubled souls.
Yeah, there's no happy ones. They're just
I
like,
feel like there'd be a lot more ghosts.
right. Like what happens to that ghost that makes sure that like you never run out of like peanut butter or something, like just
Because you believe in like the idea or concept of like a spirit, right?
yeah,
Like a consciousness.
Yeah.
That's
I do. Yes, I
not
do.
associated with your body.
correct.
I think we talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
You do not the spirit, or I can't remember what.
No,
you
I do.
remember.
We
No,
have
he was
three
just saying
things.
that the
Oh, yeah.
spirit and the body were like
yeah, the
same.
in one in the same.
one the same. Yeah, that was the difference.
Do you think animals have spirits?
Of course, if we do.
I don't think that's what I was gonna say. I don't see why they wouldn't if we do.
What
and I
about
feel,
worms?
I don't see why they
Yeah,
wouldn't.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't
tree,
see
anything that has life.
Yeah, I don't see why anything wouldn't have a spirit. Even honestly, like to the
Aphid?
degree of spirit and energy, like a rock, I would imagine still has some type of energetic pulse.
It's made of energy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know what I mean? So
Like
like,
matter is energy, right? Like,
Matter is.
I think the idea of when
energy.
people talk about souls and spirits as a human thing is really like, it's just like, so was that is that narcissism? No,
Yeah, it
is
is.
it kind of like you're
It
like you're
is.
so pumped up,
Self-centered.
It's
self-centered?
very self-centered.
Yeah.
Like, we are the ultimate.
Like yeah,
we
yeah,
are the best.
it's very like universal. Like I'm the center of it all. Like
Only we can.
yeah, it's
Well,
like I
because in
don't-
like Eastern philosophies, because Hare Krishna and stuff, like they believe that everything has like a soul type of thing. I don't know anything about it.
I
but
think
like,
they believe more like everything's connected.
yeah, everything is on like
Yeah.
the same playing
So I
field
don't know if
type
they
of
say
thing.
everything has
Not-
a soul, but everything
Not
is
one is
connected.
more
so like,
important than the other.
you shouldn't just kill a plant because it's all connected.
Yeah, like
Correct.
a plant is the same level of importance as like a human, right?
yeah, and I think and like with Buddhism, like the thing of killing too is always about like intention. Like if you're walking and you step on an ant and you kill it, like it's
Did
not
you mean to do it?
You didn't. Yeah, it's not like you're doing wrong, but like if
The
there was a
action's still
spider
done.
inside and you could easily take it outside, but instead you kill it, then that's like the whole thing of like
I just killed a roach before we started recording.
you should have ate
I feel
it.
bad about it.
I don't
you
feel
ain't
bad
gonna
about that.
you ain't gonna give me money.
I can't.
Mine worth at least $50.
I just don't like roaches at all. They're ugly and they crunch and all that. But,
But you love lobster, right?
Those are
not
just
the
sea roaches.
fucking same, dude.
I had these ones, these small roaches that reminded me of the roach in Wally.
bro. I was
No,
like, yeah, I
they looked
have
like
them.
the one in the roaches in Wally because like they had these like little like things.
Yeah.
They like were kind of cute. I'm like, I don't want to kill you, but I'll vacuum you instead.
If I can catch
him,
him-
kill a roach
if
because
I
I feel
can
like that's
catch
a
it-
big crunch.
Yeah, it is a big crunch. If I can catch him, throw it out, I
scary.
will. But
I don't kill spiders though. I don't kill
don't- yeah.
spiders.
I try to let just everything
everything
go.
live. Yeah, even though I don't like mosquitoes, but like,
I just
I'll
swat
fuck a
everything
mosquito
away.
up. I will
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
a mosquito up.
but I was gonna say though, like, what
Evolution.
Trey was saying
Survival of the
was
fittest right there.
about flies. Flies are annoying as fuck. And the house,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You're
that's an annoying one.
Or the salt gun.
Yeah,
I've always wanted one of those.
Get you one.
Okay.
Merry
Bet.
Christmas. The thing that Trey was saying though is like, yeah, since everything is like one, like in the sense of like, it rains, so clouds are rain. The rain comes down, then we drink it. Now that the rain's in us, then we die, and then the rain comes out of us and goes back up into the sky. There isn't a singular spirit or a singular soul, but everything in the collective would be
A collective consciousness.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Because like from ash to
And
dust
that
or
shit makes
everything
so
is-
much sense to me when it comes down to it. I'm
So
like,
maybe it's like a Western like like the idea that most people think of when they think of spirit. It's a Christian thing, right?
yeah, well, because you have a soul. Because the soul is the thing.
Oh, we
that,
could be damned to hell.
Yeah, it's like,
You need a soul so we could damn you to hell.
and the soul,
Otherwise,
the
ties
soul
every
and the
week.
spirit are also like they're interchangeable, but they're also still different. Like spirit is often used like spirit of the forest, spirit of the mountain, spirit of the water, but soul is like strictly like human
Louis
soul.
Duval had the best religious joke when he went on Schultz just recently.
Who?
Lil Duval.
Oh,
He said he understands and respects Hinduism. He's like, but that shit can't work in America. He's like, we need rules. He's like, and then there's Islam. Too many rules. He's like, that's why I'm Christian, because, you know, I can do whatever I want and just be like, I'm sorry.
That's so true.
He's like, I'm
Wow.
sorry. It's true.
It's
That's
true.
or if you're Catholic. Oh, I was just gonna
I'm
go say some
sorry.
Hail
Like, you know,
Mary.
Hail
it's just
Marys,
like we get to just
Our
be like,
Fathers.
we get to do stuff knowingly. You know, I'm
Or
sorry.
like,
God.
what is it? Like when you're on your deathbed of no matter
Yeah.
who you are, you can get
Yeah.
absolution
Yeah.
from like a priest or whatever.
Yeah, I know. I was like, yeah, he's smart too. Yeah.
This
Comedians are
is
smart.
Absolution.
They know how to find
I
humor.
think
and
comedians are really like very,
they're troubled.
I would say like in touch with like their like who they are, their like identity,
Their core.
but it doesn't necessarily come out, but it could be like deflection or like, you know, some sort of thing. You guys better go to Netflix's.
I know.
Yeah, we need to
Buy some gosh darn
I-
tickets.
Okay, question. I'm glad you said comedians, because I had a question about this. First thing, do you think it's possible for comedians to be funny for long term, like for like now, but even like take old, like if Eddie Murphy came out right now, do you think he'd be funny, or like is Chris Rock
I mean, they're
funny?
still funny.
Wayne Brady's still
but it's
funny,
just
even though he's like different.
Yeah, it's still funny, but to me, it's like, how fast was the fastest car 50 years ago?
Yeah. Like
It was fast. It was the fastest car when it came out.
yeah,
Taste change.
Things changed.
that's what I was saying. Is it because like I feel like
It was still one of the fastest cars of the time.
Do you think that's why Chappelle maybe changed the storytelling without punchlines?
He had to. I mean, because that's like, I feel like you have to
Well, he-
develop, you change. How long has he been in the game? 30 years?
Yeah.
I think he also wanted to distance himself from that era of his life because it's like, although he experienced immense success, like he also got people coming up to him and said like,
Just random shit.
"What do the five fingers say to
Yeah,
the face?"
just
Just
yeah.
slap him,
shit.
run away. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's like, I don't want to be that person anymore because that shit was really annoying. I got a lot of money, but it was really annoying.
Or in front of your kids and everything.
Jay Leno was also funny at one time, right?
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like these people that are like legends. That's why it sucks when we try to like compare
Yeah.
generations, because it's like, no, that dude was a legend then. Like there was
Like
nothing.
cultural things. Yeah,
There was nothing better at the time. Times change, but at that time,
Ain't
an
nothing
app,
better.
best.
an app comparison is like LeBron and MJ. It's like you can compare them, but you can't really.
it's
Game
very
changes.
hard. It's
Completely.
It's very hard. The game has completely changed to where Draymond Green now has more career threes than Larry Bird.
That shit's so funny.
I mean,
love
because
it.
yeah,
Really
I
happy
think
about
that's
that.
like because like during Bird's time, nobody was shooting threes,
It was completely different.
And he was the league's prominent 3-point shooter.
Did you guys see that thing?
but he was a deadly like mid range, like
He was a shooter.
20-footer. Like,
But to have Draymond now pass the best shooter of one generation,
I
yeah.
didn't even
and
know that
he's
Draymond can shoot threes.
that's
That's
what.
what actually. That's
that's
what. That's kind
that's
of one. He's the front. He's
he can
he's a front on shooter.
But that's the
With the
whole
heavy
thing.
touch.
That's like, dang, now you got guys that technically aren't even shooters passing greats.
Did you? I think I sent the video to us. It was shit. Was I think it was no, it wasn't
Today,
IT.
Junior.
I was gonna say it was IT, but it wasn't IT. But it was basically talking about who changed the face of basketball the most.
Ooh,
Uh,
who would you say?
well, I agree with the person that they made a really great point, and I'll say, it, but who do you think like was who changed like the face?
Like in general,
Will
or
yeah, but
that's
like
what I'm saying. There's been
but
so many.
no, like I
people-
would say like
Bob Cousy.
let's say
obviously what the dude, the logo, he changed. The
no,
game,
let's say
right?
new
Jerry
generation. Like
West?
let's say the
Okay.
and
To me, there's a handful. Obviously, Steph.
let's say post 90s.
Okay, I would say Allen Iverson. I would say definitely Steph. I would say definitely like, and now we've got like, I would say like the KDs or the Wembanyama's, like just the freaks.
Mm-hmm.
Just the freaks.
I'd almost
Do you think
say
they changed the game though, or those just
I think
good players?
Steph changed the game.
Steph is
Yeah,
he's the number one to me
Steph changed the game, and I think
Yeah.
Allen Iverson changed
I
the
think he
game
changed
too.
for handles.
Handles,
culture, too.
appearance.
I think more the culture than the actual
attitude.
game itself.
Yeah, he changed like the presence of basketball. Before Allen Iverson, nobody had a visible tattoo.
That is very true.
No, they made him cover up his physical tattoos.
Yeah. And
the
now
only reason why he wore those bands were to cover up his tattoos, and now it's just like
People wear bands, compression sleeves.
Yeah, I was thinking it was a really great point the person made. He said that Steph was the person who changed the game the most because now you get dudes who are like 6'2" that will shoot the three and they'll shoot lights out at the gym because if you can hit the three on a consistent basis, you can be that guy.
Before him, I guess you would have to say Jordan.
Yeah.
He changed the game to where it is now.
Between Jordan and Kobe, though, like, if there's no Jordan, could you have a Kobe?
I don't think, not mentality-wise.
Like,
I think that was, like, the dude who was, like, he's locked in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm locked in like him. Like, we have... Because LeBron don't even have that.
Yeah.
You don't have that, like... I'm gonna go out there with the dislocated shoulder mentality, and
yeah, well, like I would say, like I don't think necessarily he changed it, but like you could say that LeBron changed the way of like you look at an athlete that like
just
his
their body
peak and like how long they can play.
He changed the game. Look at an athlete's body because he's still peak performing at an age he should be out of the game.
Yeah, and he makes it like
look easy still.
I look at like KD, who's 35, and I don't think to myself, "Oh, you're at the end of your career."
No,
but 10 years ago, you'd be like, "You're probably at the end of your career."
There's guys like we're talking about John Wall. They're at the end of their career.
Yeah, which is crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kemba Walker's like their careers are done.
Those two were like future Hall of Famers at one point, and then they just like fizzled out so fast. It's sad, like because those are both.
Did you see the IT that he got picked up for a 10-day with the Suns?
He can ball.
Yeah, and he's
balling.
Like it just is crazy to me that you do have legitimate talent out there that will never play in the NBA again. Like I still think about like LiAngelo. Like you say he's like
balling.
Yeah, you say he's like he's like the best out of the three.
Best out of the three, easily.
Which is crazy.
Natural, clean shot. I
think it's just like, you know, like they saw no teams have taken a chance on him, so that's kind of like, oh.
You know what I think it really was too? The UCLA scandal. It fucked his shit up.
What was this?
Remember when he went to UCLA?
Oh, he got the gift.
He went to China and then got caught supposedly trying to steal sunglasses, which I'm like, he's probably not stealing sunglasses.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah.
And then he ended up getting kicked off the team, and then that was just it for him.
Damn, and like China is such a big market, no one wants.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that was it for him.
That'd be crazy if that's. I mean, that's a good point though. That's a good point. Didn't think about that.
Who do you think changed the game?
I mean, besides people you said, that left shrimp or something. No, I don't know. It's hard because, like, yeah, there's only like a handful I could say, or that I could think of. Yeah, like Wilt. I mean, there's people like even like how you think of like who a dominating athlete could be. Yeah, Shaq.
Shaq changed the game, but people just weren't that big then. Still,
I think
like
he did. But if Shaq, who is the first big guy to shoot?
That's what I'm saying. He didn't change the game, but he was like, "Oh, the game is gonna change."
Yeah. The first big
because he's huge, athletic, can jump. He could even kind of dribble back then. You know what I mean? Not great, but
better than the average center.
He could hold it
better than anyone his size back then.
Yeah.
But like kind of like. I guess the way, not necessarily changing the game, but how you look at like big men like Jokic,
that's
like
what I was getting.
Wemby, even like because like that fool looks like he can break in half, but he's got like handles. I guess it's like who was the first big man that could shoot the three?
It's kind of when the big man slowly there was like the change because I'm thinking like I don't think Big Baby could shoot the three.
But he wasn't even big.
But he was a center.
He was a Draymond.
Yeah, and
center.
like right around that time, it was like when you had dudes that were like, did Aldridge shot threes? I mean, he
did. I was thinking the San Antonio days too.
That's what
they had LaMarcus Aldridge. Yeah, they had when they had David Robinson and Tim Duncan.
I was gonna say did Tim Duncan? I don't think he
had
shot
a nice
threes.
mid-range.
Yeah. That was.
He had a nice mid-range shot because David really played the center before Tim was the guy over there.
What about like Hakeem?
Of the Dream, dude. Like, yeah, these guys
Drexler.
They didn't change the game, but they were extreme feats during the game.
I would say that Westbrook changed the game more than KD, because the idea of averaging a triple double, like the fact that you could do that
as a point guard.
As a point guard, yeah, like the fact that like it, that's a possibility. Is insane, honestly.
Yeah, there's been people that like there's ballers in the league, 100%.
Yeah. So, what's up with new music?
Jeez. Doof, 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 doof. I'll get out the way first. Big Sean put out a dope hit.
Yeah.
I like it. He's probably going to drop soon. So I'll just get that out of the way because he's not top 3. He's probably top 5. But, man, Kendrick shooting, boy.
What'd you think about it? Do you think he's taking actual real shots?
He's taking the shots of shots, dude. He's letting us know who he's talking about, and it's Drake. I fuck with it.
Do you think it's just Drake, or is it Jake and Cole?
Well, Cole caught strays because he chose a side. Kendrick also said that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
He chose a side. You're gonna get hit with the stray, buddy.
You think like if they are homies, like he gives them a call?
Well, that's what some people in the industry were saying. They're like, regardless if Drake didn't hear the song or J.Cole didn't hear it, they knew something was coming. Because there's no way a session like that could have been recorded and no one wouldn't have hit them and be like,
yo, bro,
something's coming. Like, I can't tell you what it is.
It's like, are your ears burning right now, bro?
Something's coming. Supposedly, they have a video of Drake too in the club the moment he heard the song.
Oh,
and
really?
He's like on his cell phone, just like swaying back and forth, like it's go time. He's just like,
I got Rachel bars right now.
I'm gonna.
I'm stoked. Like, I feel like hip hop's been like in a weird place, and this is exactly what we need: some friendly competition.
It's like not even, but this time it's just all East Coast people. Well, I guess not East West and North.
West.
Well, we're going inter countries.
Yeah.
So we got.
Canada's
East,
not that scary.
West. We got East West, and we got
I guess
High
it's
North.
international then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
International. Yeah. I the song without Kendrick is whatever, but Kendrick is. Yeah. Did you hear it, Joe?
I heard it in the car. I didn't hear before that.
It's so dope.
I like the timbre of his voice. He definitely goes in.
He hasn't sounded like this since Control verse.
Yeah.
Like he's rapping. He's got the aggression. He's like, fuck that Mr. Morale shit. I'm choosing violence.
I'm choosing straight violence.
I like it. I just wanted, because Drake don't really miss too, so we're gonna get a good diss out of Drake. And if it's Drake, I feel like it's gonna be like a radio hit.
He's gonna sing.
So you think
sing
it warrants, like it'll actually warrant like a response?
Yeah. Yeah, Kendrick don't say nothing, and then he just came out of left field, like rolled up in a slow ass car.
Yeah,
rolled the window down, and was just like, "Hey." He didn't even skirt off. He just cruised away, looking at him,
waving.
This is and J. Cole's been dropping the stuff on his little
his
delete YouTube channel.
Yeah, the delete later.
I feel like the big three has definitely linked up and said it's time for us to give the people what they want.
Yeah,
I'm down for it. I'm ready for it.
Is that why?
Just like
is that why
school,
Big Sean's coming
like
out?
Sportsmanship. It's not like any malice involved. It's not Pusha and Drake thing.
That was different.
It's not personal.
And we like to forget too, but Pusha fucked up a whole rollout for Drake to the point where Drake's not even on Adidas no more.
Oh yeah,
that was probably the last.
He ain't even on Adidas no more.
That's crazy.
Like, he fucked his shit up so bad that he had to tell the whole world that I do have a kid, and he had to get a whole new endorsement.
He didn't even do any like direct response. He had like a couple references, but it was like vague.
Well, I mean, Pusha didn't even really kill him, but he just hit that shot. Like,
kind of murdered him.
He's got
put him in the hospital or something.
Drake has a kid.
It was like Drake has a kid,
and the kid's like 3.
That was just wild.
So it's just like
it wasn't like it just happened.
Since we're talking about music, what do you think about Northwest Elementary School Dropout?
Wait, what?
You haven't heard about her debut album?
No.
Elementary School Dropout?
No. It really it's already out?
It's supposed she's working on it.
Good. That's good for her.
I mean, I think it's cool. Obviously, it's a play off of,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, it's
so
cool.
it's I like. Oh, okay, it's funny. Give the kids something to.
Yeah, you have kids your age listening to your music,
And
like,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Her verse, adults be singing it.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I thought that was funny. But yeah, no, I'm fucking with this Kendrick Drake beef
Yeah.
and J. Cole. So
That's super funny. Now you got me thinking about elementary school dropout. How old is she? 8?
like 9 or 10.
9?
That's crazy that she's like 9 now.
I
Made me feel older than I
like
already
9 or
feel.
10,
We
dude.
old.
And she's already like set up.
I mean, if you want to feel old, also X-Men 97.
Oh, heater! That
You guys got to
theme.
tell me about it because I haven't. I'm so late. To the
We're
game.
gonna put it. We're gonna put it on every recording, so just so you can see the theme.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
it's dope. Just because it's same animation,
I'm late
same
to the game.
voice.
Yeah, I didn't even know this was
Voice
happening.
actors.
So what is this again?
You ever watch X-Men in the 90s, late
Yeah.
90s, the cartoon? They brought back the exact same show, the same animation style, the same voice actors, everything, and it picks up right where that kind of left off.
I missed out on the last however many seasons before like it ended, and so like when you hop back in, it's like a lot. It's the same, but there's so much just different. Like there's Bishop and Morpher on the permanent team.
I liked Gambit.
Gambit's dope.
Gambit's there. He's still wearing like they're playing ball and he's wearing the crop top and like everything.
That's
Does he have the
good.
headband?
The little pink crop
Yeah.
top.
He got the headband and he's got the fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Rogue is there.
Rogue
she's
looked
got-
old in those ones. Like she was an older person.
She looks the same but like younger. Doesn't have the yeeks like she used to.
Yeah, she definitely, they had her yeeked up.
She got
She got D.
I mean, that was just a thing in the cartoons. Like, why you gotta be making these cartoons
it's
looking
such,
so bad?
like exaggeration of proportions and stuff. But
How old is she? 18?
Not with that gray streak.
That's because of her power, dude. Yeah, but they basically brought back.
because of her power, man.
Yeah, bro, she's powerful. That's
What
like-
was her power again?
Absorb, touch anybody, skin
She would be
contact.
the one. She
Yeah.
was like powder. Remember that movie?
Didn't he? What wasn't his thing like?
He could make you feel something. So remember the dude shot the deer,
Oh yeah,
and then they all went over to watch it die, and he touched the deer, and then touched the kid, and the kid felt what the deer was feeling. Like,
Yeah.
"Ugh."
yeah.
Wasn't there racist or something?
He was
Or, like,
albino.
He was albino.
He was just albino.
Didn't he turn on? Wasn't he like also power?
Like,
He
Did he
was
have
like
lightning or
a
something?
generator or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
He was basically Uncle Fester.
He looked like him.
damn
Son of Fester.
Christopher Lloyd.
Son of Fester.
That's just waiting for a Netflix.
Son of Fester. It would be Christopher Lloyd again.
Still,
There was new
the only guy somehow he looks the same for the past 30 years.
L'Imperatrice.
I saw Ryan posted they're going on tour, right?
Yeah, there's nothing in LA though, I don't think,
I don't think people like playing in LA.
as of now. Well, did you see the James Blake comment? I don't know how new it is about him saying like the brainwashing has worked and people like now think that music
Is free.
is free. You saw that
Because
whole
it
like
is free.
Yeah.
exchange, but it's like, well, because it's making music for the algorithm, and I mean that's nothing new, but he's just kind of like elucidating on that whole point of, like streaming isn't a source of income for anyone.
At all.
Touring is prohibitively expensive. Labels want a bigger cut than ever, and he's saying like, labels just want a band to go viral, and he's like, people will go to a show and they only like really react during that one part
Moment.
of the verse from the TikTok or reel that they saw. TikTok, let's be real, nobody's getting viral off of reels, but yeah, and then for the rest of the set, they don't know the music. They're not like, I mean, obviously there's always real fans, but I mean, I thought that was like that kind of resonated. It felt like there was nothing wrong on that.
Just don't go major. Stay independent.
Do you think though, like even staying independent and staying small, and you have your amount of people, you'll still like.
Yeah, I think we're in the place to where it is getting to where things could change. We just need some more big artists, and I think Kanye is going to be. He is at the forefront of it right now because his Vulture 2 album, he's not going to at least initially release it to DSPs. He's going to put it on his website for $20. So right now he has his website and has all their merch.
Yeah.
And it's all $20. Everything is $20.
Yeah.
And they're going to add the album on there before it comes to DSPs for $20.
You gonna buy it?
I probably will because it's like, dude, like I get it. Like as for an artist, 100,000 streams, 200,000 streams, big whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
100,000 people buying something from you and you're keeping 100% of the proceeds for $20 a pop.
Crazy.
There's $20 for a shirt for merch.
$20 for a shirt. $20.
That's the cheapest tour merch I've seen in
he
quite some time.
Everything like 2 months ago or something. Yeah,
everything on there is $20. At the top
That's
of it, it has a $20 bill, and then it just has a picture of
shoes.
everything. The pods, the pods are $20 now.
Yeah.
Everything is $20.
Yep.
Everything.
That was the one thing where I definitely was like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, he says stupid ass shit, but he's really like, I guess, like how Elon Musk. They're trying to do what they're trying to do. So any means necessary, they're going to try to get it done.
Yeah.
And I fuck with shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I respect the people like Elon Musk, but fuck it. You say what you're going to do, you're going to do everything you can to get it done. Most people don't have that kind of drive.
Well, I do think like one thing that is like a big, to counter what he's saying, like I want internet free of censorship, but you know,
I
like.
know.
Yeah,
I saw that clip of him and Don Lemon. I don't fuck with Don Lemon.
Well,
either,
yeah, like, but
Don
like,
Lemon weird to me, bro.
not
weird.
even that, but like, it's not even that one single incident, but it's like, you could say whatever you want, whether it's like bigoted, racist, sexist, whatever, but like, if you say something woke, you're off.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so we can say anything as long as it, like, you fuck with it.
Yep. No, yeah, he's a
Because it's like, is that
hypocrite.
really free speech? But like, yeah, and that's not, with any respect to anything else that he's doing technologically or whatever.
Yeah, we're all hypocrites.
That's for sure. 100%.
I mean, like, speaking of...
I think a platform, though, when you have a lot more money, like, being hypocritical hit different.
I guess it hits different, but it really shouldn't. When you own the platform, it's your business. We buy into the business, so...
I mean, nobody's really buying into X, though, but...
That's true.
Well, not at the moment, but obviously they've already bought into it, so I mean...
Yeah. 20 billion.
Yeah, I think they're losing a lot of...
Oh, they're losing
Well,
a lot of money.
they got no, like, advertisers on there.
Nothing.
Well, speaking of his other ventures, I think you got some Neuralink news?
Shoo. So Neuralink, their first patient that they implanted the Neuralink in successfully, a human patient, can now control a computer mouse and maybe some other functions with his mind.
Yeah, it was saying that this dude who was a quadriplegic,
he lost the ability to use his limbs about 9 years ago.
He's playing
in a diving accident.
Civilization 6 on the
Dang,
laptop
he's probably
from
better
his
than
head.
me, too.
And it's just all by thought. It's all by thought.
Telepathy.
It's basically telepathy.
So do you think, like, telepathy could exist if you, like... Because you're just kind of... It's electrical signals, basically.
It's electrical signals, and he's literally just thinking it, and it's able to, you know, whatever I/O and interfacing the Neuralink has, able to make it work.
It says also, I guess Elon Musk announced this week that they have cured blindness in some monkeys with Neuralink. It says it's like already working. Supposedly the resolution's low at first, like early Nintendo graphics, but then
Is that really curing it then?
Are we talking Game Boy or NES? Because
Virtual Boy.
I'm gonna say NES.
Virtual
Blocky,
Boy.
just super 16.
Everything's just
16
Minecraft.
bit.
So wait, were they
Roblox.
already blind, or did they blind them? And then
I
like,
was curious, but it doesn't say. So
And how many monkeys have died so far?
thousands?
They're all gouging
Millions.
their eyes out. Why can't you see?
We put robot eyes in you. They should have worked by now.
No, but Neuralink obviously conceptually is dope, but it's just going to be bad in about 10 years.
There's this thing that I've noticed. Anytime people talk about technology, like I've talked to recently and this week, I talk a lot about AI and certain things. Everyone has said, "Oh yeah, in about 10 years." I'm like, "Why is 10 years the date?"
Well, because we're just
like 10
we're too
years. I don't
fresh
know.
right now. Like, think about like what was a big technological advance when we were young? The internet, right? And that really didn't like.
What was the jump? How long was it from dial up to like broadband? Like about 10 years.
Yeah, but then you have to. Everything is exponential, so you got multiple.
Yeah, no, that's what I
Right.
was saying. Like
It is,
technology
but-
is exponential
It's
growth.
exponential.
Honestly, it was faster than that because
It was about 10 years though. I'm going from
Widespread, you mean?
Exactly, and then this is to like DSL.
honestly, I though like. When did you have internet in your house?
I don't know. I think it was
third
maybe
grade?
it could have been because it was like when was like AOL?
Probably like sometime in elementary
Elementary?
school. But we only had the one computer in the parents' bedroom that had the internet.
I would say it only took 5 years So you knew somebody with DSL.
I would say everybody basically had DSL like my freshman year of high school.
Yeah, dude, that's only like 5 or 6 years.
But that's just DSL. That's just faster internet. It's not like, and it's not substantially
But that
faster.
no, but then that's a jump. That's a lot. Like
It's a jump. You're right.
I think it was like 256.
Not that people have phone
You're right.
landlines anymore, but
You're right.
and then because like think of how much porn you could download back then, which was like, and you saved them on floppies.
Yeah.
if you did.
Bruh.
Versus now,
All the
it's like
floppies.
Bruh.
Or first burning. I mean, if you think about it, we saw the introduction of CDs and basically the decimation of CDs. Like
Yeah, we saw
in school.
But
We
our
saw-
parents saw that for cassettes.
Except, yeah, okay, cassettes. Because
Cassettes.
records now.
That's what I said. Cassettes.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause
Although cassettes are a
VHS,
thing.
I know it's a nostalgic thing, but it's not
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we
You
saw
can't
like
buy a car with a cassette deck in it.
because what was a floppy held 1.1? How many megs?
Like 35 or 3.5
Yeah,
megabytes.
I think it was 35. I think you're right.
Because then it went from floppies that got phased out, then to CD-ROMs. CD-ROMs got
Yeah.
phased out to DVDs.
DVDs.
Now, now it's USB drives.
And then it
it's
was the
flash drives,
first
so it's
flash
not-
drives. It was like like a gig maybe.
It's like $500.
Yeah.
Well, like you
Seriously.
remember Omega drives,
Oh,
Is that the
yeah.
big disc? The
Yeah,
big
yeah,
ones
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Well, remember they
Uh-huh.
had the disc that was the size of a record.
laser discs.
Laser disc. Yes. We had a laser disc player at Stork. They had to wheel that thing in on a cart.
That
Oh,
shit
yeah.
was so funny.
It's like you guys only got 1 or 2 discs,
But they were
We know what we're gonna
interactive.
watch.
Something kind
Somehow
of.
they were interactive
They were
because
like
there was a
really
menu and stuff.
Yeah,
so
it was
it
like-
was kind of the first DVD.
But they held way less information than DVD.
It's a big old. It was a CD record.
Yeah.
I was like,
They're like, let's just make records, but CDs.
but CDs.
Well, I mean, yeah, they probably had to be that big because they're like, we don't like. How do you get all that? on
I was
this
like, okay,
little
so 5 years, AI will be like fully integrated in basically everything we're doing.
thing? Yeah.
Kind of ridiculous.
Well, Apple right
Well, but-
it's on
now,
the
but
back
like-
end.
It's on. That's what I mean. I mean, like front end, like everything is just like.
Apple wants to. They've reached out to Google to work with them to bring AI into the iPhone, like Google's AI platform into the
Well,
iPhone.
they just had a huge lawsuit put against them, first of its kind.
Which one?
The class action for saying that they have a monopoly over smartphones.
Oh yeah, I saw that, but I don't understand how you would say
I
that.
know.
I don't. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, how are you gonna say they have a monopoly on smartphones?
They're saying because basically they're saying, I think from what I was reading, that like Apple is hindering the ability of its own software and monopolizing the company.
No,
basically.
it's not the iPhones. It's the App Store
Oh,
because they promote Apple services, and then they're like they charge so much. So it's really hard for like
Huh.
the Apple promotion can make or break an app
got it.
or game or whatever.
That's true. So the company that I do all my meditations through, Insight Timer, they do live. You can go live, and then on the live videos that you like, if you're doing yoga or meditation, or whatever, people can tip you, and that money's always been directly to the person. Nothing's been cut out. Insight Timer doesn't take any money. You keep all of your tips. But now Apple wants 30% of that because technically it's a payment, it's a transaction
through
in there.
the-
Yeah, yeah. And I will say, like, those kind of things, I mean, that is kind of fucked up. Like y'all don't need the money, but they don't have a choice. Either you give Apple the money or you can't have your app on the App Store.
That's where I'm saying it's kind of not fucked up.
I get it. It's like a business thing. It's their right and their choice kind of
Exactly.
thing. Yeah, yeah. Except, I guess...
That's the music business. It's kind of like if you go to a bank and take a loan out. We didn't come to you and offer you this loan. You came to us wanting the loan.
Couldn't it
We gave
be,
you the loan.
it could be
So-
fucked up and also like
True.
right?
not mutually
I mean, because
exclusive.
it kind of still is fucked up.
I don't know if I consider it fucked up though. When you know what's going on,
But how can somebody small ever get big then? Like how can
it's hard. It's not. It's not the way we've set up our society. It's not conducive.
so like I mean basically like you're out like you're shit out of luck. It's either like you follow our rules or you can't.
And that's the
Or go
why.
live on the
that's
farm.
why music
It's
business
kinda like
and industry
seeking
and labels.
distribution and all
That's
that
why
stuff.
they've been and will stay where they are.
Similar to like apps, I suppose.
So we got 5 years. So in 10 years, that's 5 years after Neuralink's been out
Mm-hmm.
there. Then will you get one?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's been out for a while.
Because it's going to be old school. By
They're
then.
like on version
Yeah,
6.
Fact. It'd be normal. But to me, like the music industry is like trying to buy a home. without a bank. So the industry
I get you.
is
Yeah.
the bank. So when you want to go buy a house, you can't just go, I want to go buy this house. I have $700,000. I go to a bank.
Yeah.
That's going to give me a loan on terms that we agree to so that I can go buy this house.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a label is.
Yeah. Is that also because of the land, though? Isn't that also
They own the land?
They own the land. Like, that's
They
the
own
thing.
the
Yeah.
land.
Like, if can this is gonna be a dumb question, but can anybody ever own the land?
What land?
Anybody's land. Like, can you ever own your land, or doesn't it always go back to the bank
Which would be
or the government? Like, there's no way.
I mean, you can technically own it for a certain amount of time, but once you die or if you don't handle your business right, it can go back to the government.
But like, even if you like, there's never a point though where you actually would own the land, and it would forever be.
Well, technically, when you buy a house, you buy the land. That's the valuable piece of property when you're buying a house. It's only the land.
Yeah.
You own it. That's where you're getting all your equity from. It's not necessarily the actual building.
Oh, I know it's not the building,
It's the land.
but it can always be taken away from you.
If you don't pay.
But even if you do,
taxes and stuff. It's kind of
Yeah,
weird. Like
it
even
could be.
even
Yeah,
when
I
a
get what you're
property
saying,
is
yeah.
fully paid for,
Yeah, you
still have to pay
still
taxes
owe
on it.
money
You
on
still
it.
own it,
Yeah.
which is like you're just like even though
Counterintuitive,
everything,
yeah.
it's like
Because
like
I
just
own
paying
it.
money
should
for
I be paying
existence.
myself on this?
Yeah.
But that's where America comes
Like
up
'cause
with
it's
the
like
double taxation,
you
triple
have to pay
taxation.
for
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Because if you buy something, technically, you only should pay tax on it one time.
We used to. The statement was taxation without representation.
Without representation, yeah.
So I guess the U.S. government decided that we're represented, and that's why they can tax us.
Mm-hmm. And banks are crazy too, because banks aren't in the business of actually securing money. They're in the business of holding securities.
That makes
because
sense,
they
'cause
don't.
they-
Everything's
yeah.
liquid within a bank,
Yeah.
which is like even debt is liquid.
That's why, like, a deposit thing from your bank isn't them saying that they owe you this money or whatever, saying like you have this money. It's like a voucher being like, we've secured debt that you've given us of $700, so we're securing that debt.
So it's
wild.
like it's actually better to hold like savings in like a mattress because
Yeah.
like there's no there like it only rises with inflation. It doesn't lose value. Like
You actually have it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can't lose it because of like how many banks you've seen fail and stuff. So.
Just watch out for fire.
Yeah, I just learned that one about banks. I was tripping. I had to like read. And I was like, dude, that is true. They are in the business of holding just securities.
Yeah.
I guess that's like because banks are overseen by the SEC, which
Exactly.
is like Securities and Exchange.
That's
Commission.
all they're doing is securing securities.
Secure the securities.
That's such a crazy thing.
And if they lose your money, we'll
well.
bail
It's
them out
insured.
because
Yeah.
it's-
we'll print more.
the bank's money is insured, but not your money.
Yeah.
Their
Because it's a
securities.
security.
Yeah.
It's a security bond, basically.
That's good to know. You know.
It's
So
America.
wait, did you just? But you can buy security bonds,
Exactly. That's what a bank does.
but you can too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But that's only for baller shit, I'm guessing.
You got to have money.
Yeah. I don't think there's not like $1,000 security.
Probably not.
Can I don't put my
Probably
money
not.
here. I just want to get a bond.
And that's where like the businesses that like are businesses of owning or holding bonds and licenses for businesses that do like contracting. Because if you're a contractor, you have to have a license of a bond. So that holds your insurance for anything that you do on someone's work or property.
Because like
So you have to be
CDs
bonded
are
and
just
licenses.
certificate of deposits. You're basically
Yeah.
giving the bank capital
That they
for
can
them
use.
to invest
For
in
them
whatever
to
they
invest
Yeah.
in whatever they want.
Yeah, which is why it's always like it's always the reality that just because your account says couple 10,000s or whatever doesn't mean you can go there and go get it.
Well, you speak to millionaires, they have to call in when they want big amounts of money.
Oh, yeah.
They can't just go to the bank and pull out $3 million.
They don't have it.
What's the
It's like, what do you mean? This
It's
doesn't
like
exist.
wait, like FTX. You know,
Yeah,
they went down. So anything that we had on their exchange, you're not getting that back, right?
correct.
It's gone.
You except for you'll never get that back. I think if anything, you'll get a fraction of what a lawsuit would be, and you get paid out through that. And that would be,
'Cause
and
I got-
depending on what you have, will also be a percentage. To whatever it was.
I got.
Do you have a lot?
No,
You got a letter, though,
Mine's
for
not-
class
yeah,
action?
I did get a letter, but I was like, I don't have a significant amount on there, and it's like it would be minimal effort because it's class action, but it's like
your check would
I
be
don't
$5.
I don't need to recoup like $20 max or something like that. As long as Coinbase don't go down.
That's one of the ones where I'm guessing, like, of course, that's what people said about all of them. So I don't know.
They're definitely, but they're
You would
definitely
feel that they.
Enron can't go down.
They're definitely more bearish than like Binance or FTX.
But didn't even like
going
Robinhood have some problems?
Yeah. That was at the beginning, though, I think. But Binance did too. Yeah, Binance. I think the dude went to fucking jail. The guy who was
the Terra coin guy.
Yeah.
Who was like, it'll never go below $1.
I mean, it's terrible to say to myself, not really to anybody else, but when on the board, the story that's painted is like, wait, guys set up fake exchanges for fake money, like. You're like, oh.
Well, because they're like saying we're going to replace the banking system, but instead of giving your money to an institution, you're giving it to a business. Because those funds aren't secured either. It's not. It's like it's the exact same thing. But we were like all hoodwinked.
Well, I mean, the idea that all the money, because when you hear about decentralized, you think that it means the money that you have, and that's like if I don't know, if Polygon was decentralized, it means their coin, their information is decentralized. Does not mean that these exchanges are. It's like, no, they got your money, or they don't have your money.
Oh, they lost your money.
Bye-bye.
Because it's like a lot of those hacks, it's like, oh, they lost 10 million in whatever currency.
I want to know how many people just lost money because they forgot their shit.
Well, there's that
I feel
one
like
guy
that's got to be real high up.
Who has like I don't know, I can't remember his name, but he has like one more guess left on his like thing for his Bitcoin.
Oh no!
And it's worth like $20 million or something.
Oh no!
And he's like, I'm never gonna guess it because I think his password was in an article of clothing, and now it's like he paid people to look through that one desert in Chile or something where they dump all the clothes.
Oh
and
shit!
And there's people combing through that, just like checking everything.
Did you hear about he was the farmer in Colombia?
Oh yeah.
You guys
that Pablo Escobar
found all that Pablo Escobar money.
Oh, you found like $500 million and gave it back.
Gave it back. But also though, wouldn't you be a little suspect? Like you'd be a little sussed out. Like
if you kept it, like
I'd be like, I'm gonna get killed at any moment. Yeah. They're gonna roll up on me.
I'd be gone, dude. I'd be out the country.
It's like you would just grab you wouldn't grab all of it, but it's like I'm grabbing this significant amount,
a lot, and like dip in.
What could you put in a bag and what?
Go.
Because he has that's like airplane. That's not his only.
I mean, you can't take it on an airplane because
they're gonna look at sir. What's in your fucking?
I mean, the
bag?
only way you could.
Those are paperweights.
You gotta check it in.
They're still gonna look. They're still gonna look at the. They still go through scanners.
The checked ones. I don't know.
Everything goes through scanners, dude.
I don't know if the checked ones there's someone looking at them. I think they got like canines and shit.
You know that there's a dude. Just fucking.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
All right, let's check it out.
I don't think so. I don't think that the checked bags get
Maybe he has like
X-rayed.
a chemical sniffer or something.
Why would they not?
Because
why would they shore up? I mean, Boeing is shoring up on all sorts of shit. So I guess
why wouldn't they want us to be okay? I don't know.
Nah, dude,
they don't X-ray checked bags. I'm pretty sure
they definitely X-ray check bags.
No, only the ones you're taking on the plane.
How would they not X-ray a check bag?
Like sometimes at the gate, they're like, "Oh, we're all full up. So if you want, we'll check your bag in here at the gate." And I don't think that they'll bring it to get X-rayed before they put it on the luggage.
I don't think the ones that you give to them get X-rayed. I think the only ones that get X-rayed is the one you're trying to personally take into the cabin.
Bro, like airports around the world X-ray check bags.
Oh, well, there you go.
Fucking Tweedledums.
Sorry, is a check bag the one you take? No, that's carry-on.
No, that's carry-on.
Does that smoke detector detect all kinds of smoke?
Only carbon monoxide.
Smoke detector, that's different.
Damn. Supposedly, I mean, this is a lie, but supposedly we're supposed to believe that they can see anything that you might conceal.
Right.
In a checked bag or in a?
This says
just
anything. It says modern airport scanners. Do you think LAX is modern? I don't know. I think so.
Well, they got the chemical sniffers now but they're not looking for drugs. They're looking for
bombs.
explosivos.
So yeah, but money you probably couldn't take too much because you get caught with fucking 20 grand.
But
It's
at the same time, that's not there. That's probably in the tens, if not hundreds, of sites that Escobar had all over the country.
That's the reason why I say I would dip out, because it'd be like that's a drop in the dime to them. It's just like, well, we lost a little bit.
I would imagine though they would have to have, maybe not. Maybe they just forgot about it. They just marked them on a map.
I heard that it was like there's shit everywhere where people were buying houses down there, finding millions of dollars in walls that they had stashed in old drug houses.
That's fucking
that they basically forgot about. Someone else bought it.
Yeah.
Renovated it.
Went down the line.
So much money that they forgot about, like a lot of it, like millions of dollars worth.
Yo, why don't we just go buy a house in Colombia? What are we doing here?
Just buy the
Yeah,
cheapest
just buying
houses,
houses in the countryside.
Like, I only want to buy houses in the drug areas.
Can we just all the countrysides, all of the farms
I just want
around?
to look for free, like low cost properties in Medellin.
Medellin, yeah, no.
I applied to be that
Drug sniffer.
baggage scanner at the airport.
LAX?
Yeah, or just like in general. Like I didn't get very.
They
far.
have little cushy jobs and they get paid all right.
Yeah,
It's just they get to fly for free.
it's like you.
It's
It's not as bad as regular customer service jobs because you could be rude back to the customer.
they
'cause
are
it's like-
rude. Back.
Yeah, most. Well, it's crazy because like in other places when I went to New Orleans, like they were very nice at the airport.
the airport,
like
yeah,
everybody,
yeah.
LAX
It's so mean.
grumpiest people in the country.
Fucking hate it.
They're all just like pissed off. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I bet like JFK, LaGuardia, they're not.
Yeah,
they're
anywhere
they're
that
not
has
so
a lot
nice
of-
neither.
yeah.
But like LAX is like they're. I've met some nice people there, but a majority like they're.
I feel like they would be nice in
countenance is
Miami.
Oh, you went through Miami. We went through Miami.
Know what I mean?
They were nice. They
You
were
didn't?
nice.
They were nice. I mean, I will
Not-
say I was
like
shocked.
Airport people.
I was like, I was not expecting the amount of Spanish spoken there. I just I guess I was dumb. Like I just didn't realize. Like, I mean, because you come from LAX, I just feel like,
That's a little bit ignorant.
is it really though?
I mean, it's Miami.
Yeah, but I mean, like clear as day, like 75% of like everything there was Spanish. Not just like it's like everything.
Well, they got all different kind of Spaniards, right?
Well, I guess.
Because we only got like
Latin.
Mexicans.
No, do we have?
No, we got a lot.
What are you talking about?
Like that's prevalent. I'm saying like we got like they have like
Dude,
Dominicans.
Honduran. Dude, we have Hondurans, El Salvadorians, Guatemalans.
Yeah, but I'm not on the prevalence of just like being from Mexico.
What?
I'm saying like on the East Coast, they get a few different other places than we get. I know we get like you just said, but I feel like New York has a big Dominican, Cuban,
Well,
Puerto Rican.
they get a lot of the West Indian.
They don't
like,
get Mexican
Caribbean,
like we do. It's different.
Yeah, it is. It is
Yeah.
different.
They get what they style of our Mexico, which is Dominican, Puerto Rican, Cuban.
Yeah, I'm just still shocked though that there's more of a population.
the populace of that.
Yeah, I feel like there's a greater population here still of.
Yeah, kind of to me, I feel like it would be. In my head, I feel like it's the same because Cuba and they're all.
Like even if you go down to like San Diego, Chula Vista,
You're not-
it's still
yeah,
not.
you're not
it's
like-
Well, I
speaking
think it's
Spanish.
more like you're surprised. Like if you were walking around Miami, it's not so much. But I think you're surprised because the airport itself. Whereas LAX
that's what
is
I'm
very
saying,
sterilized, very like
Yeah.
orderly English.
Yeah.
Not orderly, but it's all English. Even if a majority of the people aren't like American in the LAX itself.
Totally. Yeah. It's a nice airport. It's small.
Is it? It's not
I mean,
big.
It's not huge. I didn't feel huge. Although LAX, I don't know.
It's big.
Yeah, and unruly.
It's terrible. Big, terrible, and
Terrible.
ugly.
Terrible. Big, terrible, and ugly. Like I got nothing.
Oh, I mean, like speaking of terrible, like the
I didn't hear about it, but fill me
in
in.
Moscow.
Oh yeah.
Can you look up where? Do you remember at the? I mean, was that Ariana Grande that was performing? And then it was also like, was it Eagles of Death Metal or Queens of Stone Age that played? That was the Bataclan.
Oh.
Where
Yeah, I
it was, like,
forgot
the
about
attack
that.
there?
That was a long
Oh, the
time
pipe
ago.
bomb.
The one it was when it was in
It was a pipe bomb
in
at the Ariana show.
yeah.
Hers was a pipe bomb.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't like.
But the other one, Eagles of Death Metal, that was in
was
France.
that Eagles of Death Metal? or
Right?
was it
Yeah, yeah.
Queens?
I think it was Eagles of Death
That
Metal.
was the fire.
That was the France one.
But that was
That was
the
a fire, right? Where
Can
that
you look
place
that
caught
up?
on fire.
Bataclan.
Because one of those places I think caught on fire and a lot of people got cut. I think Ariana's was a pipe bomb and a lot of people got hurt. Or a few
Yeah,
people-
because like I know the one in Moscow. Well, it was I don't know exactly, but it was claimed by ISIS.
Oh, really?
They were saying this is Putin's making a statement saying that there were the assailants were intercepted on their way to Ukraine, and they had facilitators in Ukraine.
So what happened? Where was this at? What happened?
Well, it was like I don't know what kind of show it was. It was the Crocus City Hall.
It was a concert of sorts.
Yeah, it was. It's a concert hall, and then something was going on, and people. It was automatic gunfire. I think there were 20 deceased, and but also bombs, and it caught on fire.
How many people?
Oh, dude, there's like 133 people.
No, assailants.
Oh, I don't know.
Dang. How many people they catch?
I think 4.
Fuck, so it was a group.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So it was pretty
Wait,
coordinated.
did you say 130 casualties?
Yeah,
or
133 casualties.
Fuck.
does that include deceased or is that also injuries? Because casualties.
No, casualties is deaths.
Oh, is it?
Casualties
Okay.
is death, yeah.
Yeah. 60 that are in critical.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 20.
No. Yeah, there you go.
It's just so crazy. No one knows over what.
This is terrorist attack.
Wow. I hadn't seen this. I was just watching like reports on different outlets.
Yeah, this is very, very intense.
It was that full in the fucking damn.
Yeah, that's like some. I mean, I still don't like to use the word like terrorist because it's like that's such a loaded and it's always used for certain people, but it's definitely like that's a massacre right there. Like that's fucking terrible.
Are these fools in this? Oh my god! Dang! I thought those were cops. Oh, that's so fucked up.
Yeah. And supposed to, like you said, it was like ISIS like claimed it. Yeah, and like they started from the outside, so it was like they worked their way in, and like I guess they went throughout the whole place. I think it might have just been 4 attackers. It says they caught 4 people, so I'm guessing.
Because I'm assuming that nobody was. The police weren't there yet by the time they were leaving.
It says
Is there
130
for stuff like this, or
answers.
is there like something that could be done to
Stop
lessen
that?
these things?
Well, there was about 2 weeks
Realistic
ago.
things.
I think it was 2 weeks ago that the U.S. Embassy was warning people that there's going to be a massive.
So there was chatter before.
Yeah, there was chatter.
They warned them. The U.S. warned,
and they were like saying that it's like to avoid mass gatherings because there might be an incident in like a mass public incident. And then I think the Russian government was like, this is just like the U.S. trying to like scare people and like but yeah, it's. Yeah, I mean, did you see like the Bataclan thing? I don't even know what like who. I don't even know the perpetrators of that. Like,
Islamic State.
Oh,
yeah, there's ISIL now. Yeah,
I just don't even know if we can do anything at this point with stuff like this. Dude.
Well, because that's not like a centralized.
That's what
it's
I'm
like
saying.
it's like a group with like cells everywhere, and it's like, what can you?
I mean, I guess the Western culture can stop destabilizing the Middle East and see what happens. That might be a start.
I mean, that is basically like.
And it'll take a while, but you could see, I guess, what would happen.
I mean, it's. I think like all of that stuff. I can't say, but like a lot of the stuff is. With like. Hamas wouldn't exist without Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ISIS wouldn't exist without U.S. intervention in Arab states.
Yeah.
Just like Taliban wouldn't exist without, or it would be the size of what it is if it wasn't for the United States imperialism.
I think also like it's a bummer when these things happen too, because like you have all this and then there's instantly going to be people that are like inside job, other type of story. There's some type of like
false flag type of...
yeah, and like it's like all that kind of stuff. And I feel like that really then ends up burying the bigger question that
well, then you have the other side of the people too. That's like you got to take away every gun, and you got these are unrealistic things.
I mean, in this scenario though, it doesn't matter. Like if you take away the guns, these people still are going to get the guns. The guns that they got.
I'm just saying, people are.
That's like domestic situations in like any mass incident in the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always like the initial thing.
That's what I'm saying.
And then there's the pushback of like,
pushback.
no, we need more. Just like with
It's always the more or less or
and then nothing ever gets happened. It's just like with
that's why I said realistic. Like, 'cause those are unrealistic
I
things.
think Baltimore wants to build. They're building a $1 billion prison.
Whoa.
For what?
It's going to be the most expensive like in the history of the country, and that was after a historic drop in the murder
being
rate in
incarcerated?
2023. Oh no, more. That's
Well, I'm sure
just going
more,
up
yeah.
like everywhere. But they were trying to build a $333 million. Like, you're familiar with Cop City, the one that they're trying to build in?
In
Georgia?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Or outside Atlanta.
Yeah.
Outside of Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah.
And so they wanted to build one of those, and then there's still like, I mean, that stuff is still all going on. It's just,
You know, the state, I don't know what state it is, but somewhere banned Pornhub.
like in the
state-
United States.
Yeah, a state banned.
Oh yeah, it was
Indiana.
no. Is it Texas?
No, it was somewhere though, and I was just like, damn, how could you do that? I think you got to like.
Can you ban VPNs too?
No, you have to. Basically, they banned it, and now you have to put in ID verification.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Wow. I was gonna say that, but just guessing some random state like
No, I thought that was crazy. I'm just like, we're banning websites now,
and it's just one website.
Utah's got some people were blocked from it
That
too.
doesn't
That
surprise
doesn't-
me.
that doesn't
Utah
surprise-
don't surprise me.
But no, I'm like, dang, like, do people not like see like they're just like taking away whatever they want to, dude? Like,
Well, that's the thing with
It's the way
like
you sell shit.
a lot of like
Yeah.
conservative governments and stuff. They want like the general belief is like small government, but you're taking away big. You're
these
doing
are where
big.
it's banned.
Those are all words banned.
Fuck.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, they got all the other stuff. They still got like X videos
Because these
hamsters.
places have age verification
That's
laws.
what it is. Yeah. So
Oh,
now-
so if you're,
yeah, so
oh,
now-
so if you're underage.
no, but you have
to
go on these sites now. You have to put in your ID. In these
Wow.
states.
What's that thing? Real ID or no? Not. It's the website thing that you've
basically,
seen.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
where you like. Yeah, because a lot of government things use that now. Like prove for
Yep.
yourself.
So in those states, I know. So in those states, you have
Hat
to.
on high.
If you go on those sites now, you have to put in your ID like number and it age verify you.
Oh, so it's like it's to control underage access.
That's how it passed.
So it's not the actual website. You can still access it, but you
You
have
can
to.
access it.
But it's like, oh, you're registered now, and it's tracking your access information, browser, whatever.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because like then a VPN won't do nothing because unless you get a fake ID and then do that.
I don't even. I mean,
You're the expert, Trey.
I would assume
well, I'm
it would have
guessing
to be
the
able to,
ID thing. You have to take a picture
picture.
of
I'm sure it has
yourself
to be
and
the
match
whole
the
nine.
ID.
Yeah,
It's
it
just like when you're doing the Coinbase.
exactly, or prize picks
anything.
or anything.
Yeah. Like you have to prove your.
I'm curious if
It's
you
getting the
put,
check. It's
if
getting
you
the blue
put,
check
like,
by your name.
the VPN as like one of those states, and then you try and access it, see if it like
Probably
if that
won't let
pops up.
you.
Or if
I
like,
would
the thing will
imagine
pop up,
VPN would
you know?
let you.
Let you. You're right. Yeah.
I mean,
if
No,
you-
but
yeah.
no, just like if you're here and you put in like Texas or
Texas
Arkansas
VPN and
as
it
your
blocks you?
location, and it
We should try that.
Oh.
It probably
Interesting.
could. No, but I was like, I
That'd be
heard that,
wild.
and I thought
I'm
that
not
was
doing it on this
crazy, though. Oh,
Why not,
it's
Sean?
Crazy. It's just like that.
I already got it. Yeah.
I just thought it was crazy, though. I was like, we're not banning, like you said, we're not banning sites, but we're ushering in these new laws that are like,
You can use VPN.
you can.
Yeah, because
because you'll just say like, oh, you're from somewhere else.
it says Google searches for VPNs
Highest
in the states surged.
Spike.
all of it.
Because do you mess with
That's
do you
hilarious.
mess with VPNs either? of you?
I have a
I do.
VPN blocker. That's about it.
So
Or
like
redirect.
Redirect.
I
Yeah.
remember like when I was in like community college, I wrote like a paper about like the invasion of privacy in like just America in general. And I was like, probably sounded to all those other students like some like kind of like privacy nut job or something like that.
You tin hatter.
Because I had like people just saying like, why, if you're not doing anything wrong,
Wrong, what does it matter?
why? Because it's like they shouldn't be able to
shouldn't
look into
have my
every aspect of your
information.
private life. And then it's like it's like the arguments from people who are for it like are they're generally their beliefs are like, oh, small government, whatever, and it's kind of like this weird I guess
Back and forth,
hypocrisy
yeah.
like type of thing. But then it's like, because like everybody's heard about the TikTok ban, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think people are framing it as like now people are saying it's because support for Palestine is way out, like hugely overdoing like support for Israel on there. There's like the sentiment is like more in favor of pro-Palestine. But I think it's
Ebro
more
said that.
it's more of I mean that doesn't like help the case or whatever, but I think it's more like the government side is like they're saying China, like because they're saying ByteDance is owned by the Chinese government and
Well, from what Ebro was saying on that vein was just that the companies like Facebook, Meta and stuff, they're American owned, so American government can influence. This company we can't influence, so we can't dictate or determine the narrative that's being pushed on the platform.
Well, that's what because like from what I've seen on like The Intercept, that all of the government agencies, CIA, FBI, Homeland Security, they're saying there's no evidence of any of that going on. They're just saying it's the potential. But what I really think it's like they're just jealous of because they want your information. They don't want China. They want to. They want to surveil you. They don't want China to surveil you. It's like not about the Chinese propaganda or anything like that.
They just want to be able to tell the story the way they want to tell it.
Exactly.
100%.
And this is a platform that's widely used out here that they have no say of
No
the
control.
narrative is.
Nothing. Can't
and
touch it.
They want
the control.
And like, I mean, I feel like I think people should learn about other countries, other cultures and stuff, but it's like where every form of media paints China as this big bad menace.
Villain, yeah.
And it's like, I mean, you will see like, you know, propaganda on there, not even from the government, from like, you know, certain personalities and stuff, but it's like that will exist on any platform wherever.
I mean, but we get posed like that to a lot of countries. I feel like America.
Yeah, no, like, but
America's
I think
a villain to a lot of people.
I think it is just like it's like because the United States always wants to be seen as, you know, the arbiter of democracy, number one of justice and stuff, but it's like they want what China has. Hit that hundo.
Yeah.
Hundo.
No, it's
it's crazy though that we're witnessing this shit.
Do you think what's wild to me is if the ban does, you know, officially all the way go through and it is banned, it seems to me that the younger generation would be the one that would be the most in upheaval. I mean, I know people have. They're not the only ones. There's a lot of people who made business off. You know, they've made their business. They've started their small business off TikTok. But I feel like the younger generation is like very, very affected this way, and it just seems to me when this stuff happens, and I'm like, this is a great way to not get voted. Like,
well, it's a great way to lose the faith of the people.
Yeah, or to get them really like enraged. Plus, like, why is?
Well, just think about it. Like, our parents were way more like
trusting.
Exactly, because of the predicaments that were around them, and you know what I mean. So it's like if you put this young generation in a predicament where it's like, damn, the government don't give a fuck about us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's already waning support that's going to be just further diminished in like what,
and then that's how shit gets embedded. So if you get a generation that doesn't like the government, fuck. 2 generations after that, what do you get?
Burn it all down.
Something like that.
Because our grandparents are like, America, fuck yeah. Even no matter what race they are.
Yeah, I mean, like it's interesting because there's that with like a lot of like immigrants, first generation that were not born here, but they're like they raise their kids. It's like like America, like you just got to trust it. You got to trust the process, and like it's
we don't go around saying America, the land of opportunity, but our parents did.
Yeah,
their parents definitely did. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, still though, the American dream. People still talk about the American dream.
No, I just read a thing that the American dream is $3.4 million. That's the rough number that they say
would get you the dream.
Yeah.
What is the dream like? You own a house and you own everything. Yeah.
Cars,
college, college education,
vacation twice a year.
Wait, 3.4. Like that seems low. Like, are you saying across your whole life?
I think it's across your whole life.
Well, because they're saying like to raise a kid. Like from
I think it was across a lifetime.
Adulthood, it's like it's more than $1 million these days.
Yeah.
For like, I think that's a comfortable life. Not like you're not struggling at all.
Your Iowa house would be $211,000.
It's not bad.
Yeah, that's the average home value. Home value.
It said 183. What?
So, well, I mean, I guess that's what you're being sold by. Damn, it went up. Everything went up.
But like when it says home value, that doesn't include when you're buying a house that the commissions and stuff.
Yeah.
The agent and the
Correct.
Because you're paying you got to pay closing costs, you got to pay tax.
Okay, so the top 10 lowest: West Virginia, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Kentucky, Iowa, Kansas, Ohio, Alabama. Where are you living?
What major
Kentucky
cities
bluegrass.
are in Bama? Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
What's the major city? Birmingham, right? Alabama?
Birmingham.
Is that
Wasn't that the site of a lot of like civil rights movements and stuff?
You're gonna have a lot of folding chairs.
Dang, what a
Montgomery,
callback.
baby.
You gotta,
Damn.
Montgomery. I was gonna say, what were the last 3 or 4 you said?
I said
You said Ohio,
Alabama, Ohio, Kansas, Iowa.
Kansas.
Dorothy.
Really? I feel like
I don't know. I don't know anything about those states. I know Ohio, like it's some cool parts, but everybody makes fun of it. I think every other state makes fun of Ohio.
not like they make fun of Florida.
Well, Florida's just crazy.
Yeah, there's even a
Florida's
video
the
of-
Wild West.
I just saw a video
Of
of
the
even
East.
Joakim Noah being like, he was playing in Cleveland somewhere, and he's like, let's be honest, Cleveland's not cool. What's cool out here? People
not.
were just like,
That's funny.
Like what's regional dishes of Cleveland? I heard they got a crazy
what?
spaghetti or something.
What's regional?
Or not Cleveland, Ohio. Like what's a regional dish of Ohio?
potato.
Yeah, that's what I was
spud,
gonna say.
Potatoes.
A spud of many different cooking ways.
What you
baked,
eat in Ohio? I got you, dudes.
Au gratin.
Oh, why'd you ask? Oh, all right. We got these Buckeyes, these little
Chocolate dipped.
peanut butter chocolate balls.
Oh, I've had those before.
Polish boy,
Ooh.
That looks
Is that-
like
is that-
a hot dog bun with French fries.
and
It's
sauce.
probably got a Polish sausage gravy. I'll mess with that.
It's
but
yeah,
that's
it's got kielbasa in there.
kielbasas.
Just a Swiss.
Just cheese.
Cheese.
Just eat some cheese out here.
Yo, all right. Shredded
Ooh.
chicken sandwich. I
But
mean,
that's like
chicken?
is that-
yeah, but that's pretty normal.
but that's like okay. I heard about chili on
What?
spaghetti and they put cinnamon in it.
No, I grew up eating chili spaghetti.
That sounds bomb.
What was Cincinnati chili like?
I don't know Cincinnati chili, but my mom every once in a while, like she would, we had chili spaghetti, so
Was it
she would
good?
make chili. Yeah, it's good. She'd make chili, like crock pot chili, and then we just put it over noodles.
I mean,
Sounds bomb.
this is just a sausage
I mean, I'm-
patty.
Yeah,
I'm Filipino. We have like hot dog spaghetti with ketchup and shit. So
yeah.
it's
No,
like,
it was like I know a lot of people don't. I have never had that, but I definitely
sounds
grew
bomb.
up eating it. Yeah.
did it have? Because I heard from Ohio, like or someplace or Cincinnati, maybe specifically, they put cinnamon in it. So there's a
I
certain.
see. I never had it with the cinnamon. I literally had chili spaghetti a month ago.
That sounds bomb.
I was thinking it was a poor meal, and I was like, "What do I got?"
Oh,
in
you
the-
made it for yourself.
I made it for myself.
Okay,
Like,
I
what do
thought
I
you
got
were
in the
like-
pantry? I was like, I got chili and some noodles.
Yo, that looks wild.
Is that strami?
corned
Corned
beef.
beef.
And the
Did you guys eat any
sandwich.
corned beef over?
Oh, I have
No,
heard. I've
but-
heard of the pastrami and corned beef is bomb in.
Isn't corned beef
I heard
just like
slime and
pastrami?
I don't know the difference.
I don't
think
know,
it's
but
basically
corned
like-
beef's
Probably the
pretty
pep,
damn good.
the prep or the seasoning or something.
Corned beef's good.
I love corned beef.
I've
Yeah,
never
dude.
had it.
It's just really.
It's tastes like pastrami, kind of. I
Yeah.
don't think it's as salty.
It's so.
Maybe
good.
it's more salty. I don't know.
shit. Just fucking.
I just feel like that's like super white. I've just never gone that far.
Is that
It's
really
cured.
white?
It's
Corned beef and hash, yeah, man.
corned beef hash. Anything of that.
Where
We
did
gotta
corned
we gotta
beef-
go to New York and we gotta get you to Cat's Deli.
Oh, I would
Oh,
eat cats.
yeah.
The pastrami at cats. for
pastrami
sure.
mess you up, man. Mess you up. You could probably only eat half, but you're gonna eat the whole thing. You're gonna feel.
I
not
fuck
good.
with the No Jumper boys community, and they have a food show called We Starving, and they went over to Cats, ate some food.
Oh damn.
That's like one of those places where it's like, oh, you hear so much about it, it can't be that good, but you go there, it's like,
They hit it twice on their thing because it was like it was
That
that
good.
good.
and you can get whatever.
Yeah, I think
I bet
one
you-
time they had the pastrami, and the second time they got something else.
Do you eat any boiled foods?
Eggs.
You eat boiled egg or hard boiled
I
egg?
ate enchiladas. That's boiled chicken.
It's kind of different though.
Is
Because
Are you talking about corned beef cabbage?
Corned beef, yeah. I was just thinking about cabbage or like
I'll eat cabbage.
that. Yeah,
Corned beef cabbage. Ooh, so good. My mom
you eat
makes
some white,
Yeah, cabbage and some white shit.
some white people shit.
Yeah, some white shit. Southern white shit.
How do you feel about mayo? Do you say
Don't eat it.
mayonnaise or mayonnaise?
Either way, I don't eat it.
What about spicy mayo?
I don't touch it.
What about
You know,
aioli?
if it's on a
Still
sushi
have
roll,
an
will you eat it?
Yeah, of course. I'll eat it in sushi. I'm not going to be like, no mayo.
Aioli?
Aioli's cool. But I don't, if I can take it off, I will.
Because aioli is just fancy mayo.
Yeah. If I can exclude it, I will.
What about the mayo don't you like?
It's white.
So when it's different colors,
Whiteness.
like wasabi mayo?
It still says mayo, so I know what it is.
Wasabi aioli?
Yeah, you the guy.
Maybe just make it Italian.
Yeah, just turn it to aioli.
No, I don't do them like the umami mayo. No, miss me with all that stuff.
Umami seasoning is so fire.
I just don't do it. What is umami like?
Umami is like it's just the word for savoriness. So it's not like saltiness, because saltiness is kind of one note, I guess you could say. But savoriness, like soy sauce, it's salty, but it's also, there's like a depth to it.
Like, it's made up, at least the one from Trader Joe's, it's like made up all of mushrooms. Just
Because it
savory.
has a deep flavor to it. Oh, I signed up. I got an ad on Instagram. Like, they know me too well. I signed up to be a taste tester for
some food.
Lab-grown chicken.
Why would you do that to
I
yourself?
just want to try it.
All
Need
right.
to lose
Be safe.
half the ability of one side of him.
You're like basically doing the beginner version of Neuralink.
Yeah, but Neuralink doesn't taste good, and you can't put ketchup on it.
That's what you think.
Well, I mean, dude, I just watched a video of how they make.
That's how they get you.
How they
put
make
ketchup on it.
imitation crab. That shit's disgusting.
That's fish. Fish with boiled crab shells to give it the flavor.
But when you say it like that, it's not the way it looks.
No, because it's compressed and everything.
It's like fish paste.
Yeah.
But there's a fish paste too. That's like an Asian condiment.
I mean, it's just
What
like
else?
basically making a sausage. It's just a smush. It's the same idea. You're taking all of the pieces and you're smushing.
Have you? I know how you feel about like meat, imitation meat, or like meat replacers. Like, how do you feel about like mushroom, like where it's like
mushroom patties?
or yeah, it's not necessarily the actual mushroom that's made into a patty, but like mushroom that's processed into like a meat.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just
I've
like
heard that
I'd probably
with
be into it.
There's
'Cause, like-
supposedly a steak mushroom, and supposedly I think it the texture is
hen of the woods is, I believe that's like they say it tastes, and the consistency is very
yeah. There's a
chicken-like.
mushroom that supposedly is like very meat
Like a portobello?
like a portobello, but yeah,
Because I'd do portobellos on the
on the
yeah.
grill and just
Yeah.
Because I had this one brand called Meaty, MEATI, and it's just like mushrooms, but it's like a chicken cutlet.
This podcast just turned into like dad's cooking. I'll throw that on the grill. No, I'll
on the
put
bobby,
that
put the shrimp on the bobby.
Fuck me up with some mayo.
And mayo's in everything too.
I'm just gonna call it aioli, and you're not gonna know better, and you're gonna eat. Well, you are gonna know better, but you won't be able to deny it. You're just gonna keep on eating it.
I feel like if I made it, I would be more inclined to eat it
Yeah, yeah.
versus
What about sour cream? You like sour cream?
I could do sour cream.
You like ranch?
No, I won't eat ranch. I won't eat blue cheese. I won't eat. Only white dressing I'll eat is Caesar, and that's rare.
That's
I'll
not
do
white.
Italian.
It's not like white though.
That's like a yellow. It's somewhat translucent.
yeah.
Right?
It's creamy.
It's got sardines
If
in it.
cream was a color, that'd be it.
That's how-
What's your
Italian or
favorite?
balsamic.
That's your favorite. Oh, that's healthy.
That's my go-to.
Healthy boy.
Balsamic or Italian. That's it.
What about you? What's your favorite dressing?
I love a blue cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not my favorite though. I actually really like sesame, or like a miso.
Ginger sesame?
Yeah, ginger sesame or like a miso.
Me so horny.
Mhm. God.
Not even touching it.
Oh, come on.
I can't remember what I'm saying anymore.
What's your favorite?
Ranch or Caesar.
Really? You're a ranch dude?
I love ranch.
Do you put
man.
ranch on like multiple things?
Pizza?
I'll put ranch on damn near anything.
Is there something
there was a ranch ice cream that came out that I wanted to try.
Oh,
and
that sounds just...
I believe some chapstick brand came out with like ranch flavor thing, and I wanted to try that too, man.
You had those nasty ass Wellington chips. I just remember.
I'll try anything, man.
Wellington on the fucking train.
We're when in Rome, but in England.
It was just like you take a bite and like this is just the weirdest flavor.
It was interesting.
Yeah, it was just weird.
You gotta try it.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. You know
But
what
it
we
was
should
odd.
do? I just saw too. These people were doing. It was just yes or no. So they were blindfolded, and it was like 10 things, and all they could say is yes or no. Yes, it gets added to your gut. No, it doesn't get added to your cup. We can't say 2 no's in a row.
It's drinks.
So you're just mixing it into a drink, but you don't know.
It could be ranch dressing
It could
and then
be-
like
it was-
Sprite,
It could be
It
like
was-
anything.
It was-
promethazine.
It was literally it was like hot sauce, Cheetos, like ranch, and they couldn't see. So,
I'm yes to all of those so far.
but you don't see. All a person is they put
But, like,
a bottle
not fucked
down
up
on the
shit.
table. You can't touch it. You can't do anything. They just say yes or no.
But like no fucked up shit.
No fucked up shit.
Okay,
All
cool.
edible stuff.
Yeah.
Can you just say yes to everything?
You could say yes to just everything. Yeah. And you're just guessing because it's just like you just don't know, so you're just like yes, and just.
And does it
adding
get mixed up or do
It
you
gets
drink it in
mixed up.
layers?
It gets
Mixed up.
blended?
Like
Like
it's
a blended-
blended up.
I'll try it, dog. I'll try that right now. You don't even got to blindfold me. I'll be
film
like,
it, yeah, and they were like,
Do you have a blender?
we get
I got
magic
blender
bullet,
and food
yeah.
press.
All right,
Food
after
processor.
we're gonna do that.
I don't know. We got.
I got a lot of sauces in that fridge,
He's
man.
got so much shit.
But that's what. But basically, it was
I got a
like
sesame dressing.
out of like the 10 things, I think like 4 of them were alcohols. Say like 3 of them were mixers, and the rest were just things you shouldn't drink.
Ketchup.
Exactly. Like, just
I'll make me a weird Bloody Mary with just ranch instead of
it
tomato
was
juice.
just, It was just. I think they had
Just
I think
the bomb.
I think the weirdest.
Oh,
thing,
I will not mess with the bomb.
They had hot. They had Crystal's hot sauce.
I will. I'll do
That's
like
what
a
I'm wondering.
manageable
Like,
hot
where
sauce.
in the line would you draw? Because like,
Well, some of the
Do you
stuff they
allow
were
any-
able to smell it because it smelled so strong because she opened everything.
And do they get to put it in front? Or
No, no.
nothing. But
No,
like
nothing, but
something
you're
so
there.
fragrant when you like open
And then
it.
so
that
you
it's
know
like-
you can hear it, so you're like, oh, it's glass. Maybe it's alcohol. So
Oh,
the
so
girl
you
was
just put the thing
saying
down.
yes to everything that sounded like glass because she's like, it's alcohol.
It's
pickle
ranch
and
dressing.
shit.
Got glass
Exactly.
bottles, the
And then
classy
like
stuff.
they cracked the hot sauce, just like that's hot sauce.
maraschino
He's
cherries.
like, I
in there.
know. No, it was random stuff, and they like blended
Could
it.
be sweet, could be savory.
Could be sweet, could be savory, but it was like the chips were the weird things. There was like 5 weird things. It's like,
Put
like
it all in, man.
mustard, ketchup, stuff like that.
I feel like
You're not
I
giving
feel
me
like
any no's yet, man.
Josh just wants to do this himself. He won't even
I'll
blind.
do it when you guys leave, man.
Just
Like,
it,
pour
was,
it up.
it was just cool because they were just like, no, yes, no. Yes. So they finally made the drink, and they both took 2 sips. They were unblindfolded when they took the sips. So they both,
It's
I
gotta be
feel like
brown,
I'd-
right?
I feel like I'd
Brown.
want to be blindfolded.
both
still.
of them were. You know what? They were blindfolded.
I don't think I'd want to see
They
it.
were-
I do because like I want to like
They were still blindfolded, so they were
Beautiful-minded.
blindfolded, and they take the sip, and like the dude took the sip, AD, and he was just like, "It's not that bad." And then
No way.
the girl took the sip, Heather, and she just started like almost yakking everywhere, like she couldn't even get it down, and they had to try each other's as well and say who had the best.
no.
but it's not like cough syrup or nothing like that.
No,
It's
it was
like
all edible.
edible food,
Yeah.
It was all food. Yeah, it was
condiments
all
or
food.
beverages or whatever.
Somebody
Exactly.
invite us over to your house.
Oh,
and
but
we
if you put,
only
like,
use the stuff.
Orange juice and peppermint schnapps, though, that
But
would.
that's exactly. It was just stuff that shouldn't go together. But everything is edible. It
Well, all
wasn't
the
like,
stuff you said before sounded like it go together to me.
But
man.
like, okay, would something like anchovies be off the?
No, it's food. You can put.
woo,
That's fucked up.
going down for a ride, and you gotta say
Yo.
like you gotta sip it and then
Oh
you
my
gotta gulp
God.
it.
Oh my god!
They didn't do all that. They just
Yo,
sipped it. They took it out of a straw. They were like,
I think this sounds dumber than when we did the hot wings, because at least the hot wings
know
I
what
got
you're
like
getting into.
high as fuck. I was dying.
we should definitely do this in film. It would be
Melissa
classic
Neal,
content.
can we do that in
This
your
sounds
backyard? or
classic.
something?
Classic
up.
content.
Yeah,
You'll
Oh,
get
God.
a maybe a masochistic enjoyment.
Yeah, because we need one
I feel like I'd
person
throw
that's
up.
not doing it that can be the applier.
person.
Marlene would definitely do that.
The applier, yeah.
Be like, go to the store. Here's $50. Buy
That
like
would be the best if we don't know what it is. But it has to be
Ooh, yeah.
edible stuff.
Wait,
And
so
we're-
none of us get to know what it
it's
is?
just a
People are
jar.
just serving.
It's like a
Oh,
jar.
that's good.
It's a jarred
So
or
we don't-
container food.
Whew, fuck.
So we don't even know because if we buy this stuff, we're like, okay, I know we bought honey.
Oh my god,
This, you know,
honey's great. Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
we just buy sweet shit. Everything's
But if someone else bought this
Diabetes.
shit and then we're totally
Diabetes.
blindfolded, all we
no, but we
have
still
to
have
go
to have
off
rules
of,
on that. You can't go out and buy like fucking baby
has to be-
formula and shit.
Why
That
not?
might still taste good.
Some Enfamil,
Wait,
like a
you're
scoop.
saying like something that's the most neutral flavor. It's like
I was
don't
thinking the
want that.
powder.
That's what I'm saying, like a scoop of
Yeah,
Enfamil,
yeah.
some whey protein.
It's just all powders, and so you drink it, you just get messed up.
It's just saffron rice. Just like what the fuck?
Oh man, no, that'd be kind of fun.
I'll copy that. I'll copy that concept.
All right, let's do it.
Just because it's entertaining, and I probably think it's good anyway.
That'd be fun.
My mouth's a little salivating.
I know, right?
At the same time, I'm the one that wants to get that native Girl Scout cookie collab, and I want my armpits to smell like peanut butter.
your lineups.
Wait, are
Off
you
the charts
sure?
now.
Are you sure that it's a collab like that?
It's the logo, and they have like the trefoils and a lemon bar too. Like
And it
So
just
the
smells
proceeds
like,
Four
go to
different
Girl
smells.
Scouts or
Yeah.
something?
wait, what?
just go to native website. You can see it though.
Yeah.
Because I want to try that coconut caramel. I think I would smell delicious.
Scrumptious.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
You just be walking like down the hall or something.
People trying to eat you.
Yo,
Dog just get attacked by dogs down the street.
People just like, yo, was that a tag along?
No, that's Tagalog.
The cookie.
Oh my god, that's good. It's not even here.
No, just go.
I'm here, right here.
So if you guys want to see us drink some nasty stuff, in the comments, you should tell us what we should have in the drinks, and then
No,
hopefully-
don't tell us.
You
Like,
just walking around like a samoa, samosa.
ooh, I'll smell like a
Samosa.
samosa too.
like a samosa.
Why do you smell like Indian food? Because I love Indian food.
Wait, the Thin Mints aren't here.
Not all. It's not all flavors.
Wait, so out of all the flavors, they picked peanut butter over Thin
That
Mint?
was
That's
weird.
the best cookie.
But you're gonna smell like peanut butter, like your armpits would be smelling like. You would.
I love peanut butter, man.
Oh my
Represent.
god, it's kind of funny because like if you look at the skin tone that they use holding
It
the.
would be a peanut butter.
That looks like me.
Sean, you're a hand model. That is.
Yo, look how good those nails are! Wow,
They got a manicure.
I'll save this so everyone can just witness.
You got to make screenshots of it. You were showing a lot of images
I
there.
got it all.
Got like 85 tabs.
Yeah.
And he won't text me any of them.
I always just forget because like because I screenshotted a bunch and then I was just like, then I just forget afterwards.
Forget.
I got to do that while you're
It's
still
like
here.
I know. It's like literally like every Monday, you guys. Have you already edited the video? Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like while you're uploading it, I'm
It's
like,
up.
have you put it up yet? It's
That's
fully
up.
uploaded, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
don't even
it's
remember
Sunday.
what photos was I showing.
I'll figure it out.
The house stuff I got.
Oh, you got to show all the the house stuff. Show a picture of a house.
I've learned my lesson.
But
I'm
you-
not going to get the video of the gunman.
No, I don't do that.
I learned my lesson.
The
Good.
picture of the Cincinnati cuisine and shit, the Ohio.
Good. Yeah, you can have a video of
Yeah.
a dude's head being ripped off.
Well, you can't even have a video of a dude being scalped by a monkey.
That's
Who
like
would have thought?
his head being ripped off.
There was no blood. I thought it was safe.
Wow. Don't leave your kids with this man.
Only if you want to have a great time. Spend a lot of money.
Watch some monkeys.
Wait, why are you spending money with kids?
Because I don't want to do anything with them. So if I give them money so they can spend it, they'll entertain themselves.
No, but you got to like be. Oh,
I'm a chaperone.
Oof.
Goes to the mall. Just be like, here's
Now Trey
$100.
Trey chaperoning would turn into some like movie. It'd be like
I've done lost them.
no, that was like an old Sinbad movie.
Dude, where's my
Like
kids?
The chaperone.
Dude, where's my kids? Dude.
If one of you
Where's
guys
my kid?
if like for fantasy next season, if you keep playing, like if you
Yeah.
would never draft Cat,
No,
but
probably
if you do, can you change your team name to Dude, Where's My Carl Anthony Towns?
Damn, that's pretty good. Dude, where's my cat?
I like, your favorite line from Kanye. Beautiful big titty but naked women just to fall in the sky, You know that's a sample
Really?
from Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh.
Jay's like, he looks at whatever, he looks at the silent dude and he goes, what? You think beautiful big titty naked women just fall out the sky? And the lady falls out the sky in front of him. They go, whoa!
That's funny. All right, well done. Well done.
Yeah, he's the king of samples.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yep, I saw that and I was like, damn,
That's good. That man's the man.
that man's the man.
Mm-hmm. We like touched on it briefly, but you want to go back
Double
to
back
it?
to I want to congratulate Dre for getting his official star on the
Shout
Hollywood
out.
Whack.
Oh, Freudian slip, my friend.
Whack him out. No, on the Walk of Fame. I think it's long overdue. I think he deserves it.
You saw that picture? He had Eminem, he had 50,
50 Snoop.
Snoop.
And they also, he went on the Kimmel show to announce that the Snoop Dre album is being worked on and the Dre Eminem album is being worked on.
Wow.
So both of them are supposedly putting out albums again with Dre producing.
Wow.
Jay's gonna have a lot of ghostwriting to do, right?
Wait, who?
For
Jay.
who?
No. Snoop and Eminem. Well, Snoop will have a lot of ghostwriting.
I feel like he writes. No.
Nah, he stopped writing. He admitted he stopped writing a long time ago.
Damn, he announced
He
both
didn't
of those.
do
I did
Snoop-
not
Snoop
hear.
Lion?
That's actually a pretty fucking cool thing. Like,
I think they announced it on the Jimmy Kimmel show.
that's dope. I'm more excited to see if he does he rap?
Snoop or Eminem.
Will Dre be on any of it? Or he's
I think he's
producing.
producing
He's
it.
producing it.
I think he's just producing them.
The
Damn.
Chronic 2024,
Right. So, I mean,
2025.
Now and day,
I'm
everyone.
not a
just
fan of
forgets.
Eminem by any means, but I'll, spin
How
it.
far is it out? About 10 years.
In about 10 years. I definitely don't think the Snoop one would be good, but I'll definitely give it a spin too.
He was the 2,775th star.
2000?
Yeah,
I didn't know that there was that
Yeah.
many stars.
I didn't know either.
Well, yeah,
Look up who got the very first star.
it's like Charlie Chaplin or some shit.
No, I think it was like a 15-year-old.
Shirley
Or the
Temple?
youngest person ever. It wasn't her, but I think the youngest person ever to get a star was like 15. Like in 45 or something like that.
Joanne Woodward, an actress who won an Academy Award for her role in The Three Faces of Eve in 1957.
That name is vaguely familiar.
She was the first one.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, big titty, but naked women don't just fall out of the sky. It's crazy.
No comment.
It's just so good because when I saw the clip from the actual movie, I'm like, damn, Kanye's dope.
Genius.
It was like you see some shit and you're just like, I'm sampling that.
I mean, that's
Or,
totally.
or somebody was like, or he was like, hey, find the most outlandish quote
That's
from
probably
whatever
what-
movie you want.
That's
And
probably
I'll make
what
it
is.
work.
Yeah, someone's like, dude.
Honestly, though, haven't there been times where you're listening to something, you're like, damn, that would be a sick
Yeah.
sample. There's
But
so many
that's what I'm
times.
saying, but
like,
then he does
He
it.
does it. That, and I give mad credit to that. He does
He
it.
does it. And
There's so many
makes it
times
a
I'm like,
hit.
damn, that'd be dope.
Well, who was that? Was that King Diamond or King Crimson? I can't remember that. That was like 20% trees get so.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I
King
don't know.
Diamond, maybe.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, 4-0.
Ty was saying that too.
Yeah.
Working with Kanye, he's like, I would make a song, and I'm like, this is a hit. This is done. He's like, then I give it to Kanye, and then he's like, he would just fuck the whole thing up, change everything, every sound and everything, and then he give it back to me, and I'm like, fuck, now it's a hit.
This is not my song anymore.
And
Wow.
he's like, and then Kanye's like, yeah, it's just like that sometimes, huh? Has to get worse to get better.
That's crazy.
Because they did the Big Boy interview, like an hour and a half with Big Boy from Power. Or
Oh, really?
92.3
Big
now.
Boy.
Yeah, Big Boy.
That's dope.
You know?
He's regular man now.
Was he wearing his mask or was he showing? Was it?
No, him and Big are actually like, I wouldn't say they're friends, but they are acquaintances that actually go to each other's houses.
That's cool.
That's more than acquaintance.
Yeah.
But they're industry, so, you know, it's like they're, I wouldn't say friends, but a little more
Illuminati.
than acquaintances.
Illuminati, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
And
quite
I mean,
friends,
they're-
but we're more Illuminati.
Well,
than-
I think they lived in the same area for years. I think their kids went to Sierra Canyon together, type thing. So,
Word.
but yeah, no, that's dope. But yeah, Dre, congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
What's
Thanks.
your favorite Dre project ever?
Ever?
2001.
2001.
2001.
I feel like that album, yeah, staple in my.
Because like when I listen to the Chronic, there's
Childhood
still songs
teenager.
like that won't ring a bell.
Yeah.
Just because it's not, it wasn't my era. Like I was a baby.
But what about like the first Eminem?
Yeah.
The LP.
I mean, it's wild. Yeah. Yeah, that whole thing.
It had
Even
the same feel, but it's like, it just seems like everything on 2001 was like, ooh, classic. Instant. Were there skits on there?
Yeah.
There had to be skits.
Mm-hmm.
Everything had skits.
And
It
then
was a
Eminem
prerequisite.
had King Kniff.
Yeah.
Connecticut.
From Connecticut.
King Kniff from
Ken
Connecticut.
from Connecticut. Ugh.
Yeah, no, all that shit had skits. Fucking 2001 had skits.
So good.
West Coast. Or no, explosive.
Yeah.
West Coast.
R.I.P. Nate Dogg.
Diamond Bar?
Hmm?
I think he's from, or lived in Diamond Bar.
Who?
Nate Dogg.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But he repped LBC.
No, yeah, he was born over there, but I think when he made money, he lived and died in Diamond Bar.
I like that Pomona gets a lot of love these days.
It does. It's like actually kind of people are like,
That is pretty cool.
There's like street cred about like
well, like on a pod I was watching, they go out and they were like, well, we're going to the SGV, and they're like, we're in Pomona right now. I'm like, technically
I
it
guess
is.
that is SGV.
Yeah.
It is. I looked it up because I was like,
That's
what?
got to be the outer edges of it.
It's
SGV.
the outer. It's the veg.
Because that is of LA County. That's the outer edge, right?
That's
or no,
funny.
Claremont is.
Claremont and Pomona, but they're north and south.
Oh, yeah, it's not
Yeah.
far.
So yeah, I was like, that's SGV. It is.
Yeah.
Where's is Patty's part of that?
Yeah, because that's Claremont.
Yeah. What is it? The line
Patties.
is
The line
town?
is like Indian Hill.
Yeah. It's that. Yeah.
I think the line is Indian Hill.
Shout out Jack Johnson
Huh? His
Wasn't he from
parents
there?
have that little music.
or Ben
No,
Harper.
Ben Harper.
Ben Harper.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you
It's his like. Yeah. It's his family spot. He'll be
little
chilling
folk
there.
music store.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what any of these instruments are.
Right? Like, oh, it's a didgeridoo.
You got 30 different types of bongo drums. There, man.
You got 58 miniature guitars. I don't know what those are, but hey, whatever.
You got him.
I didn't know there were this many sitars.
The
and
village used to
mandolins.
be cool. It is what it does.
Have you been there any recently? Because like Hip Kitty, long gone, R.I.P.
Hip Kitty's long gone.
Yeah.
What is it now? The Whisper House.
That sounds weird.
The
Or like
Whisper House.
a speakeasy or something.
Yeah.
I feel like the downtown's cool for what it is.
That's
It's
what I'm saying,
still,
for
like,
what it is.
You know. Yeah.
I want to try the Abbey again. See or
The
back
Back Abbey
Back
burger.
Abbey.
Yeah.
I just
Back
went to the
Abbey's
Abbey
good.
for the first time. Like, this is like months ago.
What's the
last
Abbey?
year? Historic.
It's a venue, no?
Gay club in
It's a club.
bar, club, restaurant in West Hollywood. It was cool.
Cool.
There's a guy who because it's notorious. It's not saying but like it's notorious for like a lot of
he
like
knows.
drugs and stuff like that. And when I went there, because I was just meeting up with a friend to go to the Troubadour, which is just down the street, and like right when I'm in line, ambulance pulls up, and I was like, "Dang, somebody get like slipped something?" But it was somebody who had like was going in a shock from a diabetic like emergency or something.
yikes.
Buttercup.
Sweet thing. What are we talking about?
Dave Chappelle's movie.
Oh.
Feeding the
Oh,
diabetic.
butternuts.
Butter stuff.
Butternuts.
Cop down. Officer down.
down.
Funny times.
But yeah, I want to see if that Back Abbey burger like holds up, because that was the first like gourmet burger I ever had.
Eureka.
Right there
Eureka's
too.
good.
It's kind of different.
It's different. It's not the same thing.
I feel like they're more straightforward with the burgers.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah, I guess I put him in the gourmet.
It is
only
gourmet.
because
yeah,
of the
yeah.
craft beer
Yeah,
aspect.
I mean, they do. They have some like
They have their
eggs
burgers.
on burgers.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
elevated. It's better
it's-
than
yeah,
like the
yeah.
counter
Yeah, for
or
sure.
whatever.
Yeah.
You know what's good is Five Guys.
I've only ate
never
it
had a
once.
Five Guys
Yeah,
burger.
it's all right.
I never had
I just,
Shake Shack. I
their
never had
fries.
Five Guys.
I actually really like Shake Shack.
Shake Shack's pretty good. Yeah. You ever had Burger Lounge?
No.
I had
Isn't
it
that-
last night for
isn't
the
that
first
just the one-
time.
I think Burger Lounge is what we had.
Was it good?
It was on Larchmont, and we ordered them here. Remember, they were those good ones.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Because I
Maybe.
think that's them.
Yeah. Then I lied. I have had it before. It's good.
Burger Liar.
Burger Liar. The
Yeah, it's good though,
Hamburglar.
huh?
The Hamburglar. Yeah, it's yeah.
Hi ho.
The one today was really good.
That was a bomb. Oh,
Mm.
so
You
full.
can't
and
have
so
characters like that for kid stuff anymore, huh? Just like a
The
dude that
Hamburglar?
steals.
Turd burger.
You can just have a dude that
Oh, yeah.
steals.
I mean, you still can.
Because he's gonna get 5 to 10 just for stealing a burger, man.
They just call it different
Incarceration.
stuff. It's just not stealing with it. You know, it's called
Ham borrower.
it's called colonialism.
Ham colonial.
The cartoon's called The New Frontier.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Do you think you're smarter than a fifth grader?
Yeah.
No.
Travis Kelce's the new host of that show.
Oh, it's a show.
You never seen it with Jeff Foxworthy back in the day? Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Oh, I do. Now that
never
you
mind.
say
Yeah, you
that,
said
I can put it all
Foxworthy.
together. Yeah.
Right? Where they
Damn.
So I was gonna have to ask you a couple fifth grade questions just to see if you were smarter.
Oh, you got them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Of course. You look at him with a smile.
When did Columbus
Automatopoeia.
discover America?
1492.
No. Wait.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Columbus sailed the ocean.
What
Ocean Blue.
does
Yeah.
the acronym NASA or NASA stand for?
North American Space Agency.
Incorrect. Sean?
I don't know.
National Aeronautical Space Association.
Wouldn't have got it.
There was a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
And like most of them, I was just like, how many planets are in our galaxy or solar system?
Are we counting Pluto?
Or not. It's back. It was back again. I think it's 9 still.
It's 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Most fifth graders
They
said 8
brought
or
it-
9. What about Pluto? What's up with Pluto?
What galaxy do we live in?
The Milky Way.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, so
Yeah,
there you go.
Alpha Centauri?
yeah. No.
There you go. So you are smarter than a fifth grader.
Fuck
Late
yeah.
more than fifth grade to tell you that much. Shout out.
I
to
always
girl.
In your
those-
face, bro.
I always thought those shows were cool because most people they're not. They're
Do you
asking
think-
hard questions, kind of too, though.
Do you think that most fifth graders actually know that?
No.
stuff? I'm like, that's
No.
not true.
Not.
Where
at
are these
all.
fifth graders growing up? What's their backstory? Are they even fifth graders?
Parents are political plants.
You know how actors are. Like a big 25-year-old playing a fifth grader.
They're what are they? They're trauma actors.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Well, we're smarter than fifth graders, guys.
So give us your money.
How? Clicks? Through clicks and subs?
I don't know. Feet
Through
finder,
decentralized
bro.
currencies.
Send us your wallet's address. Or wait, no.
No, give.
We'll send you our address?
Yes.
I don't know how it works. That's why I lost so much money.
Bro, just kept on hopping on the trains where it's like, if you give 50, you'll get back 100.
It's like a feed a child. If you put in $1 a day to your Bitcoin, you'll be a billionaire. It's like, no, I won't.
How's that going to work? $1 a day? I'm going to live a billion days?
Just $1 a day.
Is Bitcoin back?
It's like at 63 or 64.
Oh,
last
so
time.
it's
Oh,
settled.
it dipped again?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, that made sense. All the
Thought it
people
was
that
gonna be
mortgaged
rich.
last time mortgaged again. Babe, I'm digging us out. It's going to 100.
Diamond hands.
Oh, man. Did you guys hear that we're talking about money like that? That Bruno Mars supposedly owed MGM $50 million in casino debt?
Oh, because he was just
Because
playing.
he was supposedly gambling.
No
But
fucking way.
They came out and said that it's not true. It's probably like, it's actually 47.
That's like higher than high stakes.
That's what everyone's saying. They're just like, if he really ran up a $50 million.
That's crazy.
He's like, how much did he get paid for that residency? He's like, I'm
What?
gonna bet my residency
well,
earnings.
I think
to,
because
like,
people were pocket watching. I think they said he makes about $90 million a year. So they're like, oh, he can't afford it.
Still walk out with 40 million?
well, because
oh,
that's like,
shucks.
what's his net worth at? Because
Say
like,
I don't-
253.
I think that's higher than that. Wow. All right.
you think he's worth less than that? I think he's like 100 something.
I think it's less than that.
I think he's like 20 something.
175.
Oh, what? What's
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao?
That's what I
He's
thought.
gotta be the richest
Little 50
Filipino on
spot-
earth.
Little 50 spotlight. That's light work.
What do you think Manny is?
Yeah.
Manny's worth 200.
2?
Oh, I was
Oh.
like 2
Yeah,
million?
200.
I was like, he gets paid in like.
Mask and he's singing like that.
Wow. Wow. I mean, really, it don't even have to be AI. It could just be some dude with a really great voice, and then
Allen
who
Iverson.
recorded everything, and then this dude's the.
Well, but that's what they're saying because they're like, is this even this dude's voice? Because it's obviously pitched high.
Yeah.
You know-
But has anybody ever heard this dude talk?
No. That's like where.
Almost never.
Has anybody ever seen this guy outside?
No, that's like it's literally kind of getting to that. But like,
All right,
no one's ever.
that's more creepy than.
No one's seen him.
Who is this?
He's called Four Bats. and he's like blowing up right now. Like he's never performed live. He's got a track with Drake now. He hopped on his remix. He's only put like 3 songs out, and he has like 50 million monthly
Is
listeners.
it like 4 baseball bats or 4 the nocturnal flying mammal?
Yep.
Oh,
4 bats.
4 flying mammals.
So yeah, people would be like, "Is he even a real person? Is this even real anymore?
Are we even real?"
And I was kind of like, I don't know. He could be a Vocaloid.
Yo, yeah, his Wikipedia sounds sus.
It's all like it's obviously been wiped. You can't find nothing from his previous.
Wikipedia is just all inputted by people anyway.
No, but like even IG, like even his friends, because academic skills on the deep dives, friends of friends trying to go to pages and seeing pictures. Even his associates of pages have been wiped.
Maybe it's like the Mandela effect.
Huh?
But somehow I don't know how.
Yeah, but it's like all his associates of pages
Somehow.
have been wiped, so everything's like fresh start of like last year at November when he popped up.
Damn, the aliens. Are...
I fuck with him though, but yeah, let's bring us home, Joshy.
Thank you, everybody. We appreciate all your comments and likes and subs. By that, we mean submissives, but we also would appreciate your subscriptions if you're not already subscribed. Shout out to you guys. You can catch us on... You can catch us on all your favorite DSPs, which there's not like a whole lot, but you know what I'm talking about.
The favorites.
And they're all up to date?
Audio's a week behind. Well, episode behind.
Swag.
And you can catch us on all your favorite social platforms at Almost Never Pod on YouTube, Instagram,
maybe
TikTok,
maybe. I don't know. TikTok, we don't know. Is it
TikTok not for long
social?
For now?
Mastodon, Vine.
Yo, should we start a Truth?
Truth Social. Get the
Trey should start a Truth Social account.
What is Truth Social?
The Trump social media?
At Trey Far Right. Alt-right Trey.
Alt-right Trey. That's a cool name.
What's that one? I'm getting off track. All right.
Sorry.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you for episode 46.